Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Casually Chelsea show, where can't count on anyone but yourselves, can you? Really, really can't. Scott, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're not feeling like the Spurs fan?
Nah, I didn't expect nothing from Spurs.
Yeah, I didn't either. But to be fair, 4-1, and then to come out with this damning. You know what? One thing that did come out of this is that we did a better job of keeping Spurs to nothing than Arsenal did. But yeah, 0.07 and 0.1. Tottenham Hotspur. Oh wait, no, Arsenal did a better job.
No, they didn't. You can't do maths.
0.07, 0.1, 0.07 is less.
Yes.
Yeah.
And ours was 0.07.
No, ours was 0.01. No, 0.1.
Oh, no, it was. Never mind.
Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur are responsible for 2 of the lowest XG totals in a Premier League game this season against Arsenal and Chelsea. Can't count on Spurs for anything. Hey, guys, I'll just say this. You know, a little life lesson for those of the younger people in my audience. Never depend on other people for favors. Well, I shouldn't say that, but like, always count on yourself. Try to do things yourself, because I'm not saying you can't depend on people, but as Nelson Mandela has said in the past, you are the master of your own fate, something like that. So, you know, try to do things yourself. You can rely on people from time to time, but you can never rely on Spurs. So there's the lessons, guys. Just don't ever rely on Spurs, else you'll end up like that. Yeah, and we don't need to be abusive. So, all right, people, big up. Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, as always, guys, be sure to smash up the like button if you haven't done so already. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're only I think 6 subscribers away from the 3.7 instead of staying in 3.6. So, hey, you guys have been killing it. Let's keep the momentum going. Keep subscribing. It helps us out. We're on our way to 5K, like I said. Big surprise at 5K. So if you want to see what that is, help us get there. So share the video if you even want to do that, the stream, all that stuff. A little bit of a different format, or back to the original format in terms of that vertical horizontal thing. I figured for the previews, we're going to keep trying out the vertical because I see the benefits in it. But for this show, which is usually about 3 hours, we're going to go ahead and do the typical landscape, horizontal, or as some of you might refer to it, hamburger layout. But yeah, go ahead and smash up the like, hype up the video as well if you have some high points to use. Hit the bell notification, check out the links in the description, all that fun stuff. Bunch of information for you guys to access. And yeah, let's just get this show on the road. And we'll start off with someone we've brought up previously. I think there's been a bit of an update in regards to this story and some opinions on it, and that's Roman. So let's talk about Roman a little bit, warm ourselves up, and get going in regards to the actual rest of the show. So first things first, this is all what was happening during international break. We're going to bring it up and just get this out of the way. So, Nazar Kinsella here tweeting about the Roman situation. So, Roman Abramovic's accounts through Fordstrom Limited yesterday. They showed that a loan is still owed to Camberley International Investments Limited, another one of his companies, for 1.55 billion pounds. It appears that this could be deducted from the 2.3 billion to go to the all victims of war in Ukraine. As of now, we still don't know where that money's gone, if it's even gone anywhere. Oh, big up Oliver, he's here. Statement from the spokesperson for Roman Abramovich after the company's housing filing. Due to sanctions and a range of governmental actions, Camberley International Investments Limited, as well as other structures with any form of historic link to Mr. Abramovich, have been effectively paralyzed since 2022. Consequently, no actions in relation to the frozen funds are possible to make without the government's approval. The UK government has not proposed any legal solution to this current situation. These are effectively former Chelsea owners' first statements since the UK government threatened to sue him. So it's not really his statement, it's just legal statement. 3.5 years after Chelsea were sold, almost nothing has gone to the foundation due to dispute between Roman and the British government over where the money should be spent. Concerns have been raised that less than half of the 2.35 billion pounds from the sale of Chelsea may go towards supporting victims of war in Ukraine, after company accounts stated that only the net proceeds would be donated. Newly released filings indicate that loans worth 1.54 billion pounds owed to Roman Abramovich owned company must be repaid before any funds are directed towards charity. So I guess a lot of money needs to be sorted out. It's the full amount that was paid for the club isn't going to go towards these charities. It seems like taxes are going to get involved. Anything that's owed from other companies based on this statement here is going to get paid. And then there's going to be a difference from that will go to charities, if it even goes to charities. John Terry spoke about this, and he had this to say: I think everyone had a really good relationship with him. I have to say, one of the nicest people you could ever meet in your life. The old training ground at Chelsea was a shithole, and he came in and he was like, no, we're not training there. And very shortly after that, we bought Cobham, and he turned it into what it is today, giving us opportunities like that to perform on the best pitches, the best facilities, and the best staff improvements on the stadium. He was invested in you guys, Chelsea fans, as well as the players. He would come to us and go, we're paying for supporters to travel to Bolton this weekend because it's after the Champions League game. That happened quite a bit under Roman. He was invested in that. One of the nicest people you could ever meet in your life. I think it's disgusting what happened to him. I really do. I think as a UK government, we should be embarrassed by our actions towards him. What he did during lockdown and what he did for the NHS was sensational. He opened up Stamford Bridge to all nurses and gave people homes during the difficult time. He was just a lovely, lovely man who loved our football club and thankfully turned away from one other football club and made the right decision to come. Obviously, he's referring to Tottenham Hotspur, which can't rely on him for anything. And then we'll come back to this another time. But regardless, yeah, I mean, listen, John Terry obviously is going to talk nicely about him, and most Chelsea fans, I'm going to say like 99% of Chelsea fans, including myself, are going to talk highly of Roman. There's no owner out there in football even close. The closest probably like Sheikh Mansour, who is injecting money into a football club, not worried about the return and just helping improve the culture. And even like this, just it's a small gesture for Roman, right? But paying for fans to go to away games just so that the team could have support, dude, that's huge. And I would love for Boehly or Iqbali to do something like that. I'm not sure. I could stand corrected on this. I'm not sure they have yet, right? And I'm not trying to bash the current ownership for it, but it's these types of gestures that go a long way towards, earning the love and respect of the fandom, on top of the winning trophies and all that stuff. And it's just, Roman was a unicorn. It's unfortunate that we live in the time that we live in right now, where everything is pretty much charged by capitalism, making money off of this, making money and profit off of that, and this and that. It's the love of the sport isn't there like it used to be. And so, I'm not going to use this as a weapon to beat the current ownership with, because what Roman did was very unique. And of course, from the government point of view, I understand why things happen. I just don't agree with everything that happened the way it happened. And I think to an extent, it was very self-motivated and a lot of self-interest involved in terms of the sanctioning of Roman and all this and that. I'm sure there was a pathway where you could probably, even if, I think Roman, let's reflect. If we go back to when this all happened, I don't really think there was any real chance that Roman was going to get his club back, right? I think no matter what, just because of his involvement with the Russian government and being an oligarch and all that, I think that was done. Regardless, Roman was going to have to sell. But the money that is still nowhere to be found, and we don't know where it's gone, what's happening to it. It's just locked up in the UK government somewhere. Who knows if it's still even there. I think there could have been things that could have been done to actually put that money towards what it was intended to be used for, right? To help victims of the Ukraine war, charity, all that stuff. I think that's where I run into major disagreements with the government and how things could have gone. But guys, I guess Oliver, because we haven't heard from you in a while. Welcome back. Hopefully everything's been good.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on everything, man? What are your thoughts on, I know you, Scott, all of us here, we have a spot in our hearts for Roman. So let it out, man. Thoughts on everything I just read and the update we got.
No, listen, I do have a spot on my heart for Roman, and listen, everything that John Cherry said was right. He put so much into the club, and he deserves ultimate credit for that. And at the end there, it is great that he shows us over Tottenham. But I think just the main bulk of it being about like the government stuff. I mean, that's just a complete non-story to me. I mean, I kind of had a hunch at the time, and time has only gone on to prove that the government seizing Chelsea had nothing to do with any genuine motives towards helping the Ukrainian people. It was just a gesture to say, oh, we're doing this. And now they've just got a bunch of money sitting in a frozen bank account doing nothing. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to change at all.
I doubt it.
I don't really know what else to say, really, unless there's really something more breaking on it. But like I say, it was just a gesture to say, oh, we're doing something for Ukraine. But then when you actually look at some of the other stuff that's going on in the UK, specifically English football, where you've got Newcastle that are allowed to be owned by the Saudis when they and their government were murdering journalists. And you have even Sheikh Mansour, who's apparently got ties to the genocide in Sudan. Like, if the UK government had any genuine motive here towards peace or towards like anti-war, they'd be dealing with those people. But there's been radio silence about Sheikh Mansour. There's been radio silence about the PIF, the Saudi PIF. So it just doesn't ring as any bit genuine to me. And that's where we're at, really. I just don't see this money ever coming out. It's probably going to take years, if it ever does. I'm talking decades. But it's not going to get back to Roman. And that's kind of where I stand.
I'm sure by the time it does happen, most of us, and I mean the general like Chelsea fandom and stuff, or even just the general UK populace, will have forgotten about this. And that's usually like, I'm sorry to sound nihilistic in this, but I feel like that's usually how governments work. They try to, wait until the new headlines, get lost in other headlines, and eventually, while you're not paying attention, things happen. And Scott, I don't know if you have any thoughts or input on this as well.
Not really. I mean, I'm kind of in agreement with Ola in terms of there's not really any update on it as of current timing, just because I don't know if we're ever going to get a resolution to that. Maybe we do some years down the line, but it's hard to say. Yeah, like it's hard not to say in terms of that whole situation. Like, obviously, him losing the club was tough for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I think what's the hardest bit about it, I think, from Chelsea fans' perspective, is what Oliver said about like, other owners. I think what makes it unfortunate, or makes the Roman situation worse, was the public outcry about Ukraine and Russia. Like, I think if there hadn't have been that, banning of Russian athletes from like the Olympics and just
because the athletes had nothing to do with all this shit.
No, they don't. But like the problem is like they have to take the fall for their government, and I say their government, one man in particular, because he doesn't give a shit. So you have to try and hurt him in other means. So by harming the general public and the athletes and the football team and this, that, and the other, maybe they rebel, so to speak, against what's going on. But I think that's why, like, you see, like, it's not as big a deal with Saudi, or it's not as big a deal with like the Qataris, or like even the, like, I know it's not ownership, but like the Visit Rwanda sponsorship thing that went on with Arsenal and a couple of other teams, because the general public either don't know enough, because it's not as in the public eye, or they don't care as much.
True. No, it's true. Like, there's so many instances where there could be like a public outcry and a similar type of reaction to what's been going on with Rowan. But like this comment says, like, they've had an out for him for a while, and they took this opportunity to just completely go after him. And, to an extent, it makes sense why. But, you have so many politically charged events throughout the history of, the UK government or the world, or just as long as Premier League football has been a thing, that the government could have chosen to react in a certain way. But like any government, it's not just the UK, it goes to the US as well, it goes to other countries. They're going to pick and choose their battles. And so it's just unfortunate that things happen the way it happened for Chelsea. But listen, that was 4 years ago. And Chelsea just has to keep going. And thankfully, Chelsea's still around. It could have been a lot worse. Chelsea just could have ceased to exist as a club. And things would have had to go in a different direction. So there's that optimistic way of looking at it. But yeah, no updates in regards to what's going on with the money. And it's just been comments that people have said. And I think people have the right to their opinion. And I think most people's opinions on the situation have been pretty agreeable. Okay, let's go on to someone else's opinion, and it's one of our favorite analysts in the UK. Let's talk about Jamie Carragher. So Carragher had some comments. You guys already know how this works. It's always rage bait with him. And I figured because I don't have that much news to talk about, I'd have some time to actually comment on this. I'm sure you guys have thoughts on what he said. So as per usual, Jamie Carragher has a lot to say about Chelsea, but not that much to say about his own club. So you would think he's a Chelsea fan. But let's go ahead and see what he said. So he went on the Overlap recently, one of his programs, right? And had this to say. I think the problem with Chelsea, it's always a problem with Chelsea. I think the problem with Chelsea is I think they've obviously bought a lot of players. They got a big squad, but a lot of the players are the same. It feels like every player is the same when they swap them. So I think when you're a manager, you've got options, and it's not like one's like a superstar and the other one's just okay. So you're gonna always pick the main one. If you know the front three, you could have a different front three, and it wouldn't completely change the sort of level of the team. Okay, so
I mean, he's not wrong.
But this comment kind of puts it in a nutshell.
Garnacho's no better than Modric, bro.
Yes, but also like, you know, we know that the players that we have now are not the same as the players we used to have. Like,
no, but they're
we know
basically the same,
Esteval's clear of.
But
options.
using one player, like, yes, Esteval is better than all the other wingers we've had previously. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking the outlier compared to like everyone else. Like, he's like there are a lot of things that Carragher says I don't agree with. He's spot on about this. Like,
You think so?
look at who we bring in and who we get rid of, and tell me there's any outside of there might be a slight improvement in this area, and there might be a slight decrease in terms of in this area. In terms of generally speaking, you can't tell me that the players that the players we signed in the summer, right? In terms of we actually signed, João Pedro looks no better, really, at least currently. Doesn't really look any better than what we had previously. Like, maybe again slightly better, but not to the level we want. Like, he hasn't hit since those first 4 games. Delap doesn't look better than Jackson currently. None of our wingers outside of Esteval, who we'd already bought, look any better than the guys we got rid of in terms of Gittins and Garnacho. Who else did we buy? It's about it. Like, Hato doesn't look any better than Vega.
I mean,
Buenanote's not any better than the guys we had in his position last season. Like, I kind of get what he like, and I get what in terms of we can point out Esteval, we can point out Caicedo, we can point out that's kind of it. Santos looks good, but like in terms of a general speaking, you can't say that like we as a team in the transfer window we just came out of got better as a team overall.
But like, let's look at this last point right here, right now. If you know the front three, you could have a different front three, and it wouldn't completely change the sort of level of the team. I disagree with that. I think there is like, when all our players are fit, there is a front three that would be better in overall, in general, than like another, like the backup front three or the bench front three, right?
Okay, what would you say is the 2 front threes you could put out, and how would one be better than the other outside of Esteval?
So I would say, like, for example, in one situation, I could have a front three of João Pedro as a striker with Cole Palmer as a 10, Esteval on the right. All right,
the number 10 is
on the right. Sure. Okay, I got you. Esteval on the right, and then maybe Neto on the left, or whatever, Gittins on the left. I think that would be a better front three than, say, Guiu, and then who else?
Yeah, but okay, cool.
Would be on the right?
You're taking the extreme. Guiu's not the backup in that sense. It'd be Delap.
But that's the thing. He's referring to all our players as like they're all similar players. That it doesn't make a difference.
Not wrong. Again, he's not wrong, Marshall. Outside of the one talented
players.
But
Who's talking about the level?
Like,
our second most consistent winger is Garnacho, currently speaking.
Sure.
And he's also... Can you tell me the difference in level, in terms of actual playing level, between Garnacho, Gittins, and Neto, currently speaking?
I think Neto is overall more consistent, and he's probably better.
He hasn't shown it.
He hasn't shown... Like, numbers-wise, yeah. You can make the argument numbers-wise.
Not numbers-wise. Performance-wise, he hasn't... Performance-wise, he hasn't shown it either.
Performance-wise, I think...
Outside the Club World Cup, I'll say that much. Club World Cup, he did.
It depends on what you're looking for, right? Because, like, if you're looking for possession stats, like, I think Neto's been better than Garnacho and Gittins.
Again, when you say possession as in keeping possession of the ball, that's cool, because all he does is recycle it. That doesn't help the team in any way, shape, or form, because if you look at the stuff that he should be doing as a winger, which is attacking his fullback, creating chances, opening up the game, he does none of that. He does literally none of that. In the last game we played at before Burnley, he got outplayed by Garnacho, severely outplayed. He sucks in actual fact as a winger.
But that's why, like, what I'm trying to get at too is that there are just some games that are suited for other players better than others, right? So, like, there are some games where, for example, against Burnley, Buenanote in the 10 maybe would have been not a bad choice, because he'll get through the middle and he'll maybe move around in tight spaces over João Pedro. But it provides you something different than what João Pedro would give you.
You're kind of proving his point, because what he's talking about here is the level of player. Like, for example, right? Cole Palmer can play against fucking anyone because he's just good. Same with Caicedo. Yeah. They can play against anyone. If I'm João Pedro, or if João Pedro as a player, you need to take him out of the team to put in a Buenanote because he's more suited, then maybe João Pedro is just not that good. Like, João Pedro should be able to play against Burnley and play against them. Like, if João Pedro is as good as I personally think he is, and he has shown in the Club World Cup and at the start of the season, he can play against the Burnley, he can play against an Arsenal, he can play against the Brighton, he can play against most teams. You shouldn't need to take him out. I was talking about Jamie Carragher's, like, these comments on the.
Jamie Carragher, the spit merchant.
Like,
I'm glad I brought this up, because we have a difference of opinion, which is good.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot I don't agree with. This I agree on. Like, most of what we bring in this team on screen, outside of the odd player, like I said, Estevao and Santos, who with Santos we've had in our not team, but we've had in our, what do you call it, like our just network, I suppose, for a while. And Estevao, like, obviously we saw how good he was. Like, we've gone through the players, Marshall. Like, if João Pedro should be performing against Burnley, he should be performing against these players. Same with the lap. If they're not, and you say, "Oh, we need to take them out against this team," then they're not of the quality, and he's right.
Wait, are we under the impression that Jamie Carragher said anything of worth or value? Because I disagree.
Jamie Carragher thinks that we have a big squad, but most of the players are the same, and I disagree. I think I see similarity. I see agreements with some aspects, right? Like, maybe in the midfield you can make that argument, right? Where it's like Santos, he's similar, but not. I can't even bring myself to really agree with that, because I can't say Santos is similar to Caicedo, because I think Caicedo, although his performance yesterday was brilliant, I've seen Caicedo do it against better teams. I've seen Caicedo also bring a creative aspect to that position that maybe we didn't see from Santos last season. I'm not trying to bash Santos. I think Santos showed what he can potentially do over the course of time, right? He was brilliant yesterday. But I can't say similar to Enzo either, because he wasn't showing me, even in Enzo in that position, Enzo probably wouldn't have had as good as defensive performance, but creatively, he would have made some more, chances, right? So, like, I can't even say they're similar. But go ahead, Oliver. You were going to say something.
I think in terms of, like, these comments in particular, I think we have to probably exclude the midfield from the discussion. I think general consensus-wise, like, people actually aren't getting onto our midfield. Like, kind of the whole Caicedo as a flop thing is completely out the window. He's being widely accepted as one of the better midfielders. People still rate Lavia. Enzo's even getting less flack because he's getting his numbers up. I think in terms of a general consensus around English football and whatnot, it's really our defenders and our attackers that people are going to be aiming these sort of comments towards.
Exactly. And like it's like, outside of Colwell and Fofana, there isn't a single distinguishable difference between the rest of our centre-backs. And Josh, I would say, as well, but I think that's academy.
But that's another one too that I disagree with you on.
Attackers, I would say the same. You take Estevao, there isn't a distinguishable difference between any of our wingers currently, really. Like, in terms of our attackers, in terms of who we got rid of as well, there's not really a distinguishable difference to the point where, like, you can say, oh, Garnacho's slightly better at this compared to, like, getting slightly better at this. And same in terms of the guys who got rid of. I don't really think there's any real difference to the point where, like, it's a massive step up.
No, I gotta disagree with you. I'll say maybe a striker, but other than that, I'm gonna be real with you. I disagree, because we had Sterling and Mudryk on the left wing.
But I don't think Garnacho and Gittins are currently better than Mudryk.
Stop it. Yes, they are. What are we doing here?
They're not, bro. They're not, though, bro. Especially Garnacho. We were saying Garnacho wasn't 2 games ago.
Who's we?
Most of the fan base was saying he wasn't 2 games ago.
Okay, but most of the fan base, all due respect, you know what I'm saying? They're, you know, I'm not going to say words. They're going to get his channel demonetized. But you know what they are. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Mudryk is legitimately was at a high school to college level in his footballing career. He was years behind everybody else in his development. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he was just fast, brother. He was just fast. We bought into the hype and we bought the player, but the player wasn't there. He wasn't able to contribute. Why do you think he never really started games like that? He always came off the bench because every single manager that ever saw him in training saw he lacks fundamentals that players should have. So we have upgraded on him. Sterling was completely on the way out. Do I need to bring up the screenshots of all this time Sterling was through on goal with like 2 people next to him and he just shot and missed? Or shot right at the keeper? We have improved on the left wing. I don't think there's a world where we haven't. And also speaking about Neto, I agree. I think that Neto is a frustrating player. But in terms of goal returns, brother, you know Savinho hasn't had a goal or assist in like an entire year of football now, I think. Or something like that. Like something crazy. Saka as well. I think Saka is almost a year without a goal or a non-penalty goal or something crazy like that. Like or an assist. Crazy. I'm telling you, like there are a lot worse wingers in this.
God, this is just indicative of the quality of wingers in the Premier League.
That's what I'm telling you. Like it's not like it's a uniquely us issue. It's really not, because you look at, for example, City. When they take Haaland off, who do they have in that 9 that steps up in that same position? I think our strongest starting 11 is a good starting 11. But I think much like almost every other team in the Prem, once you go to our bench, there is a drop off. You have to switch and try with the bench until you get somebody better. I think Esteval is an upgrade on the right wing. I think Neto is a decent winger in the Prem. And I think we upgraded on Sterling and Mudryk. I think we upgraded on the left wing, Sterling, Mudryk. I'm on with you. I can't disagree. No, and Neto, again, is only getting better since the Club World Cup. I think in striker, I think Joao Pedro is 50% of the player he is. Huh?
You said Neto's only getting better since the Club World Cup. Have you watched most of this?
I said last season, Neto, how much GA did he have the entire season?
Yeah. He's improved since he's come
this
to the
season.
club.
He has 7 GA already. And as much as we want to call him stinky, the aim of the attackers is to score. And if he is scoring and assisting at a decent rate so far this season, what am I meant to say? It's the same thing we said about Jackson, right? Jackson's issues only became an issue after he stopped scoring goals, right? Neto's issues were issues because he wasn't scoring. Madueke, we were crucifying him for having performances with no GNA or just not performing in no GNA. Neto, maybe he's not performing the way we want to, but he's getting goals and assists. So can we really be pissed at him and say he's a trash winger, etc., as much as we need to be? I don't know. Like, I think what Carragher is saying has a gem of truth in it, but it doesn't apply to Chelsea. It applies to everybody. The majority of the Prem, when you go to their bench outside of their strongest 11, it is not great.
I think like
this is
Scott, to your point, right? To your point, Scott, like I think whether you want to have the conversation of have we improved in certain positions or not, that's a different one, right? In regards to like the profiles, which is kind of what Carragher is alluding to, that all the profiles are the same and they all, it's like you can put a different 11 like excluding Palmer and like Caicedo and you get the same team. Like I disagree with that. Like your comment earlier about like Vega versus Hato. As of right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Vega was giving me more to the team than what Hato's currently giving me. Like at least Vega, when he would play in the midfield, he would have a similar to like Cucurella role where like he kind of manned the midfield. He looked a little bit more solid, almost like how Reece James looks like in the midfield. Not as good as Reece James, but he was giving me that. Whereas I haven't seen that with Hato per se.
Also, just another thing, Gusto. I think Gusto is an amazing right back backup. I don't think any other team in the Prem probably has as much good players that we can have at right back, considering we would have Josh Gusto, and Gusto's a player that we bought. And he's probably one of the only French, defenders that we bought during that era that actually, ended up resulting. Again, I don't see where he's like, a lot of the players are the same. I think what is happening is we are rotating a lot of the players to find a starter. I won't necessarily argue that. But in switching the players in and out to find a starter level player, we have improved year by year. I think Mudryk, again, I'm going to go back to it. Mudryk and Sterling is worse than Gittins and Garnacho. I don't know what to tell you. I watched a full season of falling off Sterling and Mudryk coming off the bench, not really doing anything. And this is, by the way, and Mudryk and Sterling were playing in the era where teams did not respect us. We weren't seeing, week to week low blocks the way we are now.
Even on the lap front, like, I'll admit, if we're talking quality wise, I think as of right now, I feel like we have downgraded from Jackson to Delap, right? We could make that debate, you could argue that and all, but in terms of like the striker, I think Guiu plays totally differently than how Delap plays totally differently than how João Pedro plays. I think we have like a versatile 9. I don't think our 9s are cookie cutter where like you put in another 9 and we get the same exact football. I think we get different football from each of them, and it's Maresca trying to figure out how each one plays and how to make the best out of their weaknesses and make the best out of their strengths, So I think there is a seed of truth to what Carragher is saying, but I think it's way over exaggerated as per usual with him. I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts.
No, it is over exaggerated, like particularly in the case of Chelsea. Like I completely agree with what RSM's saying, and I'm kind of in the middle of RSM and Scott. Like Scott is correct as in like it should be better for us, but then also RSM has a point to say that the level across the league just isn't very good. I mean, when we're talking about like Savinho and Saka,
for example, Kudus went to Spurs. Kudus has done nothing at Spurs, by the way. Zero.
Kudus has the same DNA in the league as Neto, by the way.
Does he?
But you just said
in the league or just in general?
In the league? Because I don't think he has it in the league.
Yeah, he does. He has 5 assists and 1 goal.
5 assists? No, he has 4 assists and 1 goal. Neto has 7. Neto has 7. I'm in the league. I'm right now on Foot Mob in the league. He has 1 goal and 4 assists.
Neto's played far better than him this season.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. This is my okay. Neto has 4 goals and 2 assists. But Scott, this is this is my point.
And Kudus has 1 goal and 5 assists. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, but he's played better than him this season.
He hasn't played better than him.
He has played better than him. Yes.
Kudus has done literally nothing. I've watched the Spurs game. Trust me, I watched him because I like to crash it on Jacob. He's not good. He's done nothing. That's my point.
He hasn't played anywhere near Neto at all. Neto's played far superior to him this season.
I mean, we watched Neto be shit for a large portion of the games we played this season. That's cool.
But listen, that's one thing.
That's just not, Scott. That is not true.
It is true. We watched him play shit in the last game.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
You're saying.
The first half.
Yes, it is. We watched him just play shit in the game before we played yesterday.
You're in the group that's far too overcritical of Neto. Far too overcritical of him. You and Lucas in that group are far too overcritical of Neto. You guys were criticizing.
Because I know what he is. He's Willian, bro. He's Gabriel Martinelli. That's what he is.
40 minutes when they're not giving the ball. You guys were going.
It's not. What do you mean it's not? It's disingenuous. He runs around. He's got good work rate. He defends well.
Bro, come on. You're comparing it to Gabriel Martinelli. Come on, man.
Yes.
Nah, no. Neto provided. Stop. Neto. Hold on. Stop. Neto. This season, like I said, since the Club World Cup for me, has been a way better player who offers more than just defensive.
That's nuts.
Listen, that's what you're saying, bro. I don't know what you're watching.
I don't agree with. Oh, well, okay. I see where Scott's going. Like, okay, let me just put this out there. I think Neto could be better than what we've seen so far. So from a Chelsea point of view, yeah, we could want better from Neto. We could want like what Esteval was doing from Neto, or like I think we've seen better games from Neto, and we just want that to be more consistent, right? And I think that's the angle Scott's coming from. But when you compare it to other wingers, Neto's actually been better. So like it's a balancing act, right? Like you can criticize Neto based on your standards of what you want for Chelsea, and I think that's where Scott's coming from, right? That's fine. But when you compare it to like wingers like Martinelli, Kudus, like Kudus is the closest thing you compare him to, and even then, like he's been better than Kudus. Like I don't know what to tell you on that one.
This season?
Yes, this season.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I mean,
he's better than him last season because Kudus down tools at West Ham.
He did actually,
yeah. So,
and he also played, which was bad. He was shit.
Yeah.
I just think
I think Neto.
This is my thing. I think Neto is a frustrating player to watch.
Yeah.
And last season he was frustrating with no output, no GNA, and he had full 90 frustration. Like just did nothing, right? This season, like I said, I think he has been better and his output is better. So I'm not going to hold the same level of criticism as I did last season and just blanket statement. He's shit. He offers us nothing in attack. when my eyes and the numbers are telling me otherwise.
Stuck in with you.
He is performing. That was listen. He's performing to the level of the top wingers in the league, and then that's where it comes in. You know, where Chris was saying, where the level of wingers in the league is low. However, he is still at the top of the level of those wingers. So it's like, yes, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think there's an easy out there being like, oh, we can find an easy upgrade.
I've never liked the way we play our wingers anyway. I don't like touchline wingers in this era of football. I just don't think it works. You know,
I also think, listen, this is the other thing too.
They can be better, but I'm not even like.
Yeah, I agree. I also think like with Neto, I feel like the criticism is a bit harsh because, and I'm not saying you're doing this, Scott, but I think the majority of the fan base like to do this. They think of Neto, of how Neto was at Wolves, but we don't play like that. So like, I always thought like the Neto signing was a bit confusing because I'm like, how are Chelsea trying to play? Because we're not like a counter-attacking team. And that's the type of football that Wolves are playing that made Neto look the way he did prior to coming to Chelsea. We don't play like that. So when you're not playing like that, how can you expect to get the best of Neto? So that's always the way I kind of saw it.
I just expect my wingers to try and beat them and 1v1 personally. But
question. Give me top 5 right wingers in the Premier League right now.
He's never gonna do that.
You're asking me hard questions like Saka.
By the way, Saka 3 goals, 0 assists.
I would say Salah, but like Salah's like
Salah's been so
Salah should be in there.
This season, we're the top 5 right wingers in the league right now.
Let me think. Estevas, you know, and Mbemba. I think
I'll help you. You can put Kudus in there.
I think Mbemba, I think Brian Mbemba has been quite good this season so far.
Semenya plays on the left, so not him.
Yep.
Oh wait, we're talking about right wingers, don't we?
Right wingers.
Yeah, I'm talking about right
this is even tougher. Fuck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right wingers. That's where Neto pretty much always plays.
Can the chat even say maybe a winger?
Esteval's. Do you know what? Esteval's probably in there. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, Esteval is definitely in there.
Yeah. Does Cherky even play right wing?
He plays 10, doesn't he?
He gets shoved onto the.
He's been playing right wing recently, yeah.
Yeah, Turkey. By the way, Turkey 2 assists and 1 goal so far in the.
He's been injured for most.
Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna be real. It's probably
Turkey
like Saka, Mbeumo, Esteval in that order, and then there's just a colossal drop off with everyone else.
But that's my point. It's like I just don't know. Like again, the quality of winger in the Prem is just bad overall, and I think Neto is a frustrating winger because I agree with you. He doesn't take his man on enough, but he does now have output and he is playing better. And I don't want to say like I'm watching him improve compared to last season. Like, and I think saying that he's not is where I think, you know, what Andrew said is you're being a bit disingenuous. Is if you're saying that he hasn't improved at all.
That was Marshall. I never.
Oh, Marshall. If you're saying then it's disingenuous.
Oh no, like
he hasn't improved at all.
I agree in terms of output. He's improved in terms of performances. He's not. He was just as inconsistent. He's been as inconsistent in terms of performances this year as he was last year. The only thing he's added, like I do agree, is the goals and assists. Like the Wolves game, he was dog shit, but he scored. Even yesterday, I don't. Amazing. Like I think most of the joy he got yesterday was because, like we talked about yesterday, and Andrew mentioned this, the left back did not want to defend, so we just had a lot of space to run into. He didn't really do anything with that space, but he just had space to run into. But he got the goal. So like that's the difference between last season and this season. Of like
the first half,
the performances are still bad.
Second half, he was good.
But like, I think that's the difference. He's almost doing a kind of what Enzo was doing in points where like. He might play bad, but get a goal or an assist to kind of mask that. I think that's the difference this season between last season.
Second half, for example. Okay, second half. But he got the pass. He got the pre-assist to Gue, right? Look at what he did in the pre-assist to Gue. Like, I don't think that you can call that like a bad performance. I'm sorry. Second half, he was really good. First half, he was frustrating. Second half, he was better. And I said he second half, he got the ball from Gusto. He drove us up the field, right? He had a defender come in. He chopped inside. He got his head up, saw Mark Gue make the run, and made a perfect pass into the space.
Just remember, Scott, there is a universe where we don't get rid of Madueke, and he plays that right wing.
Don't say that.
Imagine Madueke in that goal scoring position that Neto was in.
I don't think
we've seen Madueke miss some.
I don't think he's ever scored a headed goal. Like
I don't think so either. We've seen Madueke miss some clear chances.
It would have been. He's right. That's why we've never seen him score a header.
So what was your Turkey prediction?
Player of the season.
Get the fuck
Young player of the season.
Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Shut up,
Jesus
Marshall, man.
All right.
Christ, that's a terrible prediction.
I
He
might-
kicked
I
himself
might-
out.
Not yet, bro. The season's not done yet, man. All right.
No,
Listen,
hold on,
we,
hold on.
No,
Wait,
that's-
what
that's
C-
a-
wait,
that-
what
bro,
CNEX
the
just
for
survey
put-
this
didn't
season,
have-
we're not
just
allowed to
put-
change our predictions
Wait,
midway,
wait,
so
wait,
we're gonna have
wait,
some
wait,
CNEX just
hours.
put what CNEX comment right now, for example, this could be true, and that just shows you the level of wingers in the league right now.
Yeah, like the fact that someone mentioned it earlier, like genuinely speaking, NDI is currently in top 5 right wingers now. I think about it, and he's a 10 playing on the
Yeah,
right
you're
wing.
not-
He's just been that good.
Yeah, you know, bro.
Mhm.
That's why I
Bro,
said
like,
Gordon
how-
Green's left.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like the wing play, especially on that right wing, is shit this season. But like that for me, as like that's a different conversation for me in terms of I ultimately want what's best for Chelsea. Like I still don't think he is good enough to be a starter for us long term, especially if he's going to be the
To the
number one guy on the team
standard
sheet
at
on
Chelsea,
a
yeah.
week to week basis. It got mentioned earlier. If he's going to be our Willian, like if he's going to play left wing for us, and you know do the running up and down, and he's going to occasionally pitch in with GNA, but the real superstar is Esteban, I've got no issue with that because like that's what Willian did or Hazard was playing, and we accepted it because even though Willian did nothing in terms of GNA, he provided the defensive work rate Hazard wasn't going to give you. He provided the free kicks and the set pieces.
He
Neto
covered
can
the
do that.
weakness.
Cool. I can't have Neto be doing that if he's going to be our our written in pen starter on the wing every single
agree
week.
with this, by the
no, I
way.
think what you're saying more
Scott.
so is he can't do that if he's blocking Esteban's position, who's a better player.
Yeah.
No, not even
I
if he's
do
blocking
think there
Esteban.
is a
Like
future
if we had
for-
Esteban, like RSM, for example, right? If Quenda comes in, Quenda plays left wing, then Neto can do that job. If
The thing
Quenda's
is, I
going to
don't
be the
think
superstar on the
Quenda
left wing,
really played left
he just
wing like that,
my
which
my
is-
point is someone else then in that attack on the other winger has to be the superstar if you're going to have Neto doing
Yeah,
this.
do you know what my prediction is when Quinda comes in?
So-
He will very rarely start a game with Esteban on the other wing. Very rarely start. They will not start.
I have that feeling too.
They will not
Who do you think
If
gets
Neto's
like
around-
Andrew? I'm curious. Who do you think gets sold in the summer to accommodate?
That's my question. That's what I want to know.
Well,
That's
the
really my
obvious
question.
would
Russian
be-
roulette with
because
Neto
my
doesn't step up.
just
The
before you
obvious
answer,
would be
'cause
Neto
my
because
thing
he
is like
gets
if you're
a
looking
big
at it from
price.
a logical perspective, Neto's the one getting sold, by the way.
Yeah, he'll get
In
a
terms
big
of he's the
price.
elder one, he's got less years on his contract. He's
You get a
probably
big
the
price.
one you're more likely to make your money
Yep.
back on.
Yep. I can understand that.
How much
I
can you
agree.
get for though? Like 40?
No.
Yeah, you could get
Yeah.
40.
Yeah,
Nah, it
but
depends
buy
on.
it for 60,
I'm gonna tell you right
so-
now.
No,
In
it's not,
this
it's
current
60.
in this
It's
current
really?
prem, everything. No, hold
Is
up.
it?
I'm telling you, in this current prem,
55
everything
or something.
for what you go for is the GNA output you have in the year as an
That's
attacker,
also true.
especially as a winger.
Plus the way we're describing most wingers, he's probably like an enigma. Do you know what I mean? Like how the depth in wingers is now in nowadays game. You know what I mean? You probably get a fairly good price for him that someone's going to pay. You know.
Maybe 50, yeah. 50 would be fair.
I mean, since we're on the
I wouldn't get
topic
rid of him though.
Since the thing is, eventually you're gonna have to because this comes into the next
Isn't
topic.
he like only
right?
26?
Neto?
Just top of my head, like, I'm just thinking he's around 26,
Something
25.
like 25, 26, something like
I
that.
think he's older.
Oh,
Right?
he's 25.
I think
Oh, he's
an
25.
advantage you'll have to selling him now is that he's seriously shored up his fitness record compared to at Wolves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very true. That is very true, and that definitely helps his case. I might as well bring this into the conversation since we're talking about that
Sell
wing
people
position.
when they're on good form, and there's more of a market for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And right now, like
Yeah, he's definitely
based on
getting
the
sold,
standard,
right?
it could be Neto. Quenda is another one that's kind of making this topic a little more prevalent, right? Is there's news coming out that essentially Quenda is going to walk into this team. So Bobby Vincent came out and said it's understood Chelsea have communicated with Giovanni Quenda that he will be part of Enzo Maresca's first team plans next season. Giovanni Quenda has been taking intensive English lessons to help him adapt quicker than when he moves to the UK. He has attended some Chelsea home games to understand how the team plays. Chelsea has informed Quenda that he will be part of the Enzo Maresca's first team plans in SW6 next season. While some speculated about a loan move for the Portuguese international, who will be 19 when he arrives in West London, Chelsea have plans for him to be involved with the senior squad in 26-27. Lastly, I'll bring this into it because Esteval is involved as well. Chelsea fully expect Esteval to transition from right winger to number 10 within the next 2 years. There are no concerns internally about how that evolution would impact Cole Palmer or the balance of the squad. Those inside the club are convinced this long-term future is essentially that his long-term future is and that playing on the right is only temporary phase in his development, according to Matt Law. So,
well, if that's the case, then Quenda will just replace Esteval's bit.
You see that first bit where it goes, Chelsea have do that. That's the same speech I give when I'm on FIFA career mode and I sign someone. I promised them that they won't be rotation. And then when I haven't played them for 7 games, I get a message going, "Oh, I hope to be in the next game," and then I play them in the next game, and then I don't hear from them again for like 6 months. That's the tough thing. That's the thing. You say anything to sign players, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know typing, but you say you say anything to get the player over the door. Do you know what I mean? You'd offer them, you know, if you were like an old man, you'd offer them all your daughters or something, you know, stuff like that to get him in the door. But it's like, it's just one of those things. You can say what you want, but he's got to earn it first. All this promising bullshit. Do you know what I mean? If Maresca's still in charge, I think Maresca's going to do what he done with Esteval. You know what I mean? Play him every other game or something. Keep him involved, like sub 1 game, start the next game, sub 1 game, start the next game, and so forth, until he proves it. He hasn't earned the right to walk into this team. He's a good young player, but it's that stupid, dreaded P word of potential, isn't it? He's not earned the right to play in this team whatsoever. You know.
The one thing I will say for Quenda is he's going to walk into this team in like much better form and in a much better place than the other wingers that we signed.
I agree.
He is going to have walked into this team from both a ability standpoint, form standpoint, but also development standpoint in terms of like the positions he's played. Like he's going to walk into this, like you look at how Gittins came into this team.
Quenda.
Basically not playing like at all, or playing basically no real minutes since January.
Yeah.
Garnacho went from playing in a dog shit team, playing like shit, not really doing anything for basically the whole season, really. And then not training as well. Kenda's not going to be doing that. He's going to come in having had a great season, playing multiple positions, by the way, both right wing, left wing, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, mainly RSM, because I think he was in the group chat. Did he play number 10 in the last international break for a bit?
Probably. Roberto Martinez is a whack job. Probably does it.
Well, no, I think it was for the under 21s or whatever it was.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think he came off the bench in one game, maybe played 10.
Well, remember, under Amorim, he played wing back as well.
Yeah, and he can play both sides.
Very attacking wing back. It's still like Victor Moses style wing back. You know what I mean, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I honestly think like I kind of agree with Andrew. I don't think he's going to walk into the first 11 straight away, mainly because of Maresca. But I genuinely think it's a matter of time. Like it's a when, not if. It's a when we're just counting down to him starting in that team with Esteval.
Yeah.
Like the front four next season. I'll be completely honest. It would not shock me, depending on form and everything. It would not shock me if we ended up with a front four of Palmer, Esteval, Quenda, and then pick the striker. I'm saying it's maybe going to end up being one of Omega or Pedro, but take your pick.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a point of that. You know, you're right, Scott. You're right. Factoring is Gittins was like basically kicked out of the team like second half of the season, very in and out because of manager change and stuff like that. Garnacho's just, I'm not going to rail on him. He'll be here for 5 hours, but he's just not the type we want. And Gittins, I think he stands more of a chance because he'll come in. He'll probably go to the World Cup, whether he plays or not, I don't know. But he'll probably go there anyway. Come in, but I'm just thinking like the way that. And I know it's a different league, it's more like a European league, but still some players from Portuguese league have not adapted as quickly as others, when they come to this league. But I think remember, he's going to be 18, 19 when he gets here. I think Maresca's going to do what they did with a bit with Esteval,
Exactly.
Introduce him, start him this game, sub the next game, so forth. Because I think
manage the
Esteval will have more starts second half of the season than the first half, this one. And then if he stays injury free, he'll start for Brazil, come like flowing into next season and start on the right next season. I don't know about the number 10 yet. I think that's a few years away, in my opinion. Maybe some games as it evolves, but I think the right wing is for him. And he's not like a traditional right winger. He does move. He does roam about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
I think it's gonna vary and depend very much on, because the thing is, like, we're all like, a lot of us fans are talking in hypotheticals because let's be honest, Palmer hasn't been available. So it's hard to say how Palmer is going to interact with all the new players that we had. We've only really seen in Club World Cup. And even then, like, it wasn't like established routine. Like, some of these players still need to get used to the system and where to be in certain positions and certain plays. Like, there's so many outliers still that have to be polished and sanded down. But in terms of Quenda, when he comes into this team, sure. I mean, the reaction to this versus how Esteval was touted when news like this came out, very different. I think now that we've seen what Esteval brought to the table, I think the fandom is a little bit more calm and like, okay,
but
clearly there's potential with this guy.
Let's face it, right?
Sure.
People are going to watch more Quenda than they ever did of Esteval because he's in the Portuguese League and he's going to be in the Champions League and stuff like that. So you're going to have more and international and stuff like that in the Portuguese team and stuff. So they're going to have more options or times to watch him. Esteval, they really only started watching maybe second half of last season, stuff like that, really. Do you know what I mean? But I think Quinda's got a very good chance, but it's just, I like to say, the way that Maresca's treated up, like how he's phased people in and out and stuff like that is probably key to this. Do you know what I mean?
And there will be management of minutes, of course. Like, he's not going to immediately be a starter. Like, people like to over exaggerate. But it's going to be interesting to see. There's been a lot of talk about Quenda, and to be frank, I don't know what to expect. I'm hesitant because I just don't trust that Portuguese league. But that's my own separate thoughts on that, not necessarily.
What league do you trust, though?
I
never hear of
Serie A, the French league.
I trust the Portugal league more than the Serie A to me.
When it comes to attackers, no, I don't. And it's just history, right? Because we've been. I feel like the big one is always going to be. Wow, why am I forgetting his name? The freaking Liverpool player, Nunes, right? Nunes is always going to be the big one. I'm like, oh, and then João Felix.
I mean, we've had
with Bundesliga, we've been burnt, but we've seen other players go to other teams. And
I'm gonna be honest, Marshall. I think people need to get this league thing out of their minds because you're going to have this all the time. In terms of we've seen players from the French league fail in this league. We've seen players like Doku failed, for example, his first year. Wow. He's obviously got a little bit better now, but he failed massively, and he was from the French league. Same way we've seen Portuguese league players come to this league. Like, it's not such people need to get this league thing out of their heads. It's more like the skills they have as a player and how translatable that is.
No. Marshall, we have a player in Alexander Isak who's in the same league, bagged 20 goals 2 seasons in a row, and looks like fucking dog shit. For Liverpool side that won the league, added a playmaker in Verts, and is fucking glazing it up. I'm sorry.
The only league I would be hesitant shopping in is Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Because you have players in that league who've moved to that league from England, i.e. Luis Diaz, saying he was surprised by the lack of physicality and the time on the ball that you get in that league. And if somebody who's played in both is saying that about one of them, I would hold my breath with most attackers that come from that league. The obvious exception is the Norwegian blonde guy, but there's a reason Chelsea bid like £130 million for him 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I think everybody knew Holland was going to be pretty good.
Yes.
But yeah, Scott's right. You're looking for traits and you're looking for repeatable things. It's not fair to say you never know about the Portuguese league because that league did produce Bruno Fernandes. Feel however you want about that. And that league did produce Diogo Jota, who had a good career in this league for a pretty long period of time.
That's fair
back when he was still here. So
and,
I don't think
even Diaz too.
The thing is, hold up. Midfielders from the Portuguese league, I'm less scared. It's more so attackers.
See, again, I don't even think.
Yeah.
there's like
put up insane numbers, and I'm like,
there's exceptions that prove this rule. Like Ugarte just got plucked out of that league and looks like one of the worst midfielders we've all ever seen.
No, he didn't get plucked out of. He went to PSG, flopped at PSG, right? And then United's like, you know what? Let me go buy PSG's trash. So like, that's a United.
But yeah, like I don't know. It's not a league thing for me. The reason why I think Kenda's going to be fine is he's shown the ability to function in multiple roles and multiple different positions at a young age. Mm-hmm. None of this, he's going to need a fullback overlapping for support. All the excuses people wanted to make for Sancho last season, I'm just hoping do not apply to this kid, and they don't seem to apply to actual talent like Esteval.
Plus, he's very good in Europe. Plays very well against European opposition as well. So it's not just like the Portuguese one. He's in the Champions League. He's played very well. Done well at under 21s, bit for the national team, stuff like that. I've no fear of it that he. I don't think he'll do the Sancho bit where he passes back. Does the Jack Grealish impression at Man City, and stuff like that. But I promise him what you want. You know what I mean? I don't care. Just get players in the door. You know what I mean? I don't care. Give him give him 12 houses. I can give a shit. Really, it's not my money. You know what I mean? Just get them in the door. Promise them the world. It's up to them to take it. You know what I mean?
Bring us like actual talent to develop, and not like concepts of talent. Yeah,
bring us actual recognized good young talent, and I'll be fine
exactly.
with it. You know what I mean? Don't bring me some like guy like.
To be fair, hold up. To be fair, Hato is one of the young recognized talent that a lot of clubs wanted.
Yeah,
that's true. No, but nobody's upset about like in the context of this conversation. No one's upset about that. I'm saying for attackers, bring me like actual recognized young talent. Bring me Quenda, bring me an Esteval, bring me less Noni Maduekes, and bring.
Yeah, but that's we've all said that the issue, and this was all like the issue with the model is that the model isn't the issue. It's who you're buying to fit the model.
Exactly.
Like no one cares if you're buying Estevals or you're buying Kendas or you're buying Hatos. People give a shit when you're buying Garnachos and you're buying Noni Maduekes and you're buying like fucking who else are we like the random other people we bought. Like that's when people care because you're not buying the cream of the crop.
Don't bring me
like
don't bring me. I'm sorry, I'm not picking on me. Don't bring me like question.
No, you pick on it like.
But bring me Lacroix. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, to be fair, Anselmino was very highly rated at Boca.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about. I'm just picking out a name that we're not sure about.
I'm just saying, like in South America, he is very and was very highly rated. Who's a Brazilian? Who's a Brazilian that came in same time as Santos but ended up going to
Denner?
No.
Angelo.
Washington.
Angel. That for me was not.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
That wasn't great. That was kind of.
Bring me someone like defend like bring me Lacroix, who Crystal Palace signed up, out of nowhere. Bring me Mickey Van de Ven, why couldn't we sign him as Spurs signed him? Do you know what I mean?
Andrew, if you remember, not too long ago, 2 seasons ago, we were linked to these guys.
The main reason we didn't sign somebody like Van de Ven is because they still are holding out hope on Fofana staying healthy. That's just a fact. Yeah. That's just a fact. You could be. That's just a fact. That's literally a fact.
Yeah. Prime actually sent me this, so I wanted to bring it up because I think this also adds to this conversation. So tweet here, Enzo Maresca on Gusto's recent form. We said many times that Malo is a main player in the way we want to play. He can play in different positions. We like players that can be dynamic. With Malo, personally, I consider him a main player for us. And then the comment here, just make sure Quenda's in the final third for most of the games and he'll hurt teams. The physical base IQ, passing bag, etc. makes him a threat for everyone. Aside from just wing shifts, I can see Maresca chucking him everywhere like he does with Gusto.
Those negotiations are rough, man. Jesus Christ.
But I mean, listen, I don't watch enough Quenda to know, but is he that kind of player that is going to be like shifting around like Malo Gusto?
When he's played for Portugal, he's played everywhere and he's done well.
Okay. Then if that's the case, that translates to Chelsea. I'm not going to complain. So use him like that. Obviously, there's going to be parts of the fan base that are going to complain like, oh, play him in the right wing. Why are you playing him in this position, this position? Listen, if he put in a shift and the team wins, I don't care. So it's neither here nor there. We'll see what happens. So then maybe Malo Gusto goes for Quenda. I don't know, bro. Like that'd be a weird
Neto's
one.
leaving. Everyone knows Neto's leaving.
It
I
could
think
be
he's the
Neto.
most likely at this point. The only other thing you could do is like move Esteval to the 10, and so you don't have to sell a winger. But I just think that would be a waste because I want to see Palmer and Esteval play together. I don't want them to like have to compete.
Right now, I think as it stands, and this is with all due respect, I think Esteval's a top talent. Playing on the wing is so much easier for a young player than playing in the middle of the park in the 10, where you are pressured from both sides, where you have to be very aware of the left and right side of the pitch. I think for right now, for how young he is, the right wing is for Esteval. If we put him in the 10, we are flooding too much responsibility, too much to be paid attention.
Moving on from this, because I'm glad there's a whole Knights of the Round Table thing going on here, because there's been a big change in Premier League rules. And so if we can get all our heads together to make sense of what the hell's going on with PSR, that'd be fantastic.
I'll let them close the loophole after we're the only ones who used it, and they're like, yeah, we're
no, we're not the only ones. There was 3 teams in the end that used it. We weren't the only ones.
Oh yeah, but to be fair, Villa's women's team.
We were the most high profile, but we weren't the only ones.
Yeah, Villa and Everton did this, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, Villa and Everton did this as well.
Yep.
So let's read up on some of these changes. There's a lot to read, so just bear with me, guys. Breaking: Premier League clubs will no longer be able to sell assets like hotels and women's teams to themselves from next season to get round new financial rules. Premier League clubs voted to introduce new set of financial rules, which will come into effect the start of the 26-27 season. Squad cost ratio, sustainability, and systematic resilience proposals will be introduced. New financial rules replacing PSR. So SCR, squad cap ratio, will regulate clubs on pitch spending to 85% of their football revenue and net profit / loss on player sales. Clubs will have a multi-year allowance of 30% that they can use to spend in excess of 85%. Utilizing this allowance will incur a levy, and once the allowance is exhausted, they will need to comply with 85% of their or face a sporting sanction. The new SCR rules are intended to promote opportunity for all clubs to aspire to greater success and brings the league's financial system close to UEFA's existing SCR rules, which operate at the threshold of 70%. The other key features of the league's new system include transparent in-season monitoring and sanction protections against sporting underperformance, an ability to spend ahead of revenues, strengthened ability to invest off-pitch, and a reduction in complexity by focusing on football costs. I'm going to stop there for now because that's a lot to already swallow.
What a load of shit.
Talk to me, sir.
It's basically...
Can we stop with the brother? Every year is a new acronym. Every year is a new three-letter acronym.
There's just 2 of you, man.
I don't know why they try and cap people trying to be successful. Like, I don't know what it's just go on, Scott. I'm ranting.
I was just gonna say, like, this is exactly the same as what UEFA have in place. In fact, it's more lenient than what UEFA have in place.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, it doesn't really affect us because if we want to be in the Champions League every year, which we should be, we're gonna have to comply with the 70% threshold anyway. I can't lie. Part of me
right here. Promote opportunity for all clubs to aspire to great successes and bring the league's financial system close to UEFA's. I love that line.
Part of me, I was on the hotel thing, by the way.
Go for it.
Part of me doesn't mind that, and I'm kind of happy about this because what it should promote, it won't. But what that sort of stuff should promote is just spend better. Don't spend like an idiot. And then you're not in that position where you need to sell women's teams and hotels to yourself. Because if you spend like a moron and you buy £100 million worth of shit, you deserve to be punished for buying £100 million worth of shit. Yeah. Like the reason we're in that position, by the way, or we were in that position, is because you bought players like Mudryk. Like, just don't buy players like Mudryk and you won't be in that position. So like I don't mind that. And it's the same with other teams as well. Like Everton, for example. Like, maybe if you just hand bought, like obviously they are different owners, but if you hadn't bought like shit, maybe you wouldn't have been in a position where you need to sell a hotel to yourself.
Wait, they did the same?
Yeah, like, I don't really mind these rules. Like, it's going to be easier to follow in a sense of like, if you want to get in the Champions League or Europa League or Conference League, whatever, you're gonna have to hit that anyway. So it's kind of just practice in a sense.
I just think it's downright like such an irony that this mob try and streamline or strict financially, but yeah, they're selling this product to the fucking highest bidder, domestic and internationally, for billions of pounds each time. You know what I mean? I'm glad there was a thing about trying to some idiot tried to introduce a wage cap in this league as well. It was like, what?
I have no problem with wanting to introduce a wage cap, but for that to happen, now we have to revenue share.
Yes,
and
exactly.
The bigger clubs are not fucking revenue sharing.
No way.
With clubs like Wolves and Burnley. Okay, I don't mind restrictions. I don't mind caps on competitions you want to compete in. If UEFA were to revenue share Champions League revenue fairly evenly against every club in the competition per season, I wouldn't mind. But clubs like Chelsea, Real Madrid, Bayern, PSG, Barca, like, they're not going to fucking sign off for that shit.
No way.
So if everybody for themselves in terms of what you can generate, you should be able to spend whatever you want. I'm not for one direction that the regulations work in.
Do you know they don't? It's strange because the clubs for Premier League anyway, mainly revenue sharing, like in terms of like the rights and everything like that. It's not like a La Liga thing where basically Barcelona and Real Madrid just hock about 95% or 85% of the actual television fees and stuff like that. It's just I want to see. I want to see you vote for it because I want to see in a year's time when they complain about it.
Do you know? By the way, Marshall, do you know what? Do you know what this as well might do in a weird way? And this might end up forcing our hand in terms of a new stadium, and not in terms of us. Like, I don't mean that in terms of.
Praise the Lord.
I don't mean that in terms of, what's it called? Like, having to just get more revenue to pass this. I'm talking about. You look at Bournemouth; they're gonna need a new stadium. They have American owners that are like a part of a big multi-club model.
Scott,
hold on.
Birmingham City is getting a new stadium before us.
Hold on. Birmingham City's building a new stadium.
They can get the ground to build one. Now.
I was going to say they can. Bournemouth, Bournemouth might be able to. What they're going to need to get a bigger stadium. Leeds are going to need to get a bigger stadium. Forest. All of a sudden, there are going to be multiple teams needing to get bigger stadiums to get more revenue. When our stadium starts tumbling, and I mean tumbling down the list of like crowd sizes.
Capacity.
We're going to be bottom five. In like,
I was about to say,
we're bottom five, bro.
Especially if Birmingham City are going to continue on the run that they're currently going on and they get promoted, we're going down again. When we get to bottom five, maybe that is the straw that breaks the camel's back and it's like, fuck it, we just need a new stadium now.
The thing that should break the camel's back already is the fact that England's got is it Euro
28
20 no
20,
28 20 whatever it is.
And the Welsh stadiums?
We're not on the list at all.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. But what also should put in this, and everyone should know this, given what Tottenham Stadium is, it's not when we do our what they want to do with the new stadium that we have is not just for football. It's for other things as well. It's for the concerts. It's for NFL if they can do it. It's for boxing. It's for different stuff like that. It's not just. It's going to be an all. Much people hate it and it'll be a soulless thing. I understand that, but it'll be for all purpose to get that revenue in, as people were saying. So, but we need it anyway. I love Stamford. I love Stamford Bridge. Memories of they're great, but you have to move. You have to go with the times. You know what I mean? You cannot. It's starting to look literally. One of our ends is called the Shed End, and it looks like a shed compared to other Premier League stadiums.
Do you know? Marshall, do you know how funny as fuck it is, by the way? I just counted. Of that list of 20 teams, currently only 7 of them would be passing if they were in a Euro. Like, 13 of those teams would be fined, /banned, /point deduction, whatever from UEFA currently in the Premier League.
Is this... What percentage was it again that we just read?
Do Villa have a bigger ground than we do?
Yes.
Around the same size.
Or it might be around the same, actually.
Yeah. Around like low 40s or high 30s.
We are We are currently 11th, I think, in that list.
Our capacity is like around 41, 42. We can't fit.
Yes, Villa Park's slightly bigger than us. So yes, I'm counting the team. I think I counted 10 teams that have a bigger capacity ground than we.
Yeah, we're 11th on that list with Sunderland.
We're not allowed to fill our stadium up even to its full capacity.
Oh, so we're top of page 2 for stadium size. Nice.
Yep. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking at that list, by the way, and 13 of those teams currently in this season would be getting fines from UEFA. This league's like it's cooked, bro.
We're already on a thing for them anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
to
summarize real quick, Naman, maybe you can answer this for me because I'm stupid. I have a bad attention span, so when you throw numbers at me, sometimes even I'm reading it and I don't understand.
Stupid. No, who would have thought? No.
Oh, look who decided to talk finally. Jesus Christ. Nice. Anyways, so in regards to this, if I'm understanding correctly, moving forward, the rule is going to change to in the Premier League, 80% of what you make based 85% of what you make based on stadium revenue, based on sales, ticket revenue, shirts, all types of revenue is going to be a percentage of that is what you use towards players you can buy, right? Did I understand that correctly, Ahmed?
It's a day-to-day cost of player sales, wages, all that stuff. It's basically replace the structure for UEFA's rules with the number 70 for 85. But if you want to partake in the UEFA competition, you have to get down near that 70% threshold anyways.
So regardless, it's
functionally for us, this rule doesn't exist.
Yeah, for the big six, this doesn't exist.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
We already have to be underneath this.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, listen, of course, this is push the stadium stuff, which I do agree with, but whether or not it's gonna happen in the short term, let alone the media to long term, we're gonna have to see, right? Because every year we say this means you need to get XYZ, and nothing happens. So, and the thing is, at least from the last time we had anything, right, which is only 2 to 3 months ago. No decision has been made. No plans, at least allegedly, been made either. So, unless they've been doing something behind the scenes or in the background, we're not aware of it either.
You know as well as I do. And given I've got a relative who works for local council and stuff like that, how much even just booking an effing meeting to discuss these things take? You
how you need to be prepared to get to that decision. That's what I'm saying.
London, especially in
London. I know this.
You have a meeting about a meeting to book
for the meeting. I get that.
And then that's pushed back several times.
No, I 100% understand what you're saying, sir, but I'm not going to disagree with you. Listen, this is the richest borough, okay? At the end of the day, that is
exactly
right. If they want, listen, if they want something to get done, they will make something happen.
Okay, backhanders.
They'll listen. I think for me, at the end of the day, we need to see if this plan is going to happen or not. There's a lot of hurdles even just to get the new stadium, and listen, this might be, a bit of a personal thing here. A bit of a personal thing here.
Looking at my whistle, watch what you say, bro.
Listen, man. Getting a new stadium, man. There's already enough traffic as it is, mate.
Oh my God.
It's gonna kill me.
Anyways,
it's gonna kill me.
I have a question.
I
have a question.
Man's worried about traffic.
Oh, by the way, I had a look on stadium. Bro, we're already dangerously close to dropping further. If Leeds decide to just expand their stadium, not even decide to build a new one, if they expand their stadium,
I saw Birmingham City, a team that's not even in this division, getting a bigger stadium than us.
Marshall,
Marshall.
That's a whole new stadium, bro. And that's one of those big ones, and it's Birmingham. I'm talking about, bro. Leeds are 4,000. Leeds are only 4,000 seats behind us. If Middlesbrough get promoted and decide to just expand their stadium for shits and giggles because they're now in the Prem, they'll go above us.
No, by the way, I was about to say, I remember every year for the past 3 years, I keep seeing a tweet from Pies or somebody or CC Daily being like, if X team gets promoted to the Prem, we fall to this number for stadium size. Every single year, bro, another promoted team comes in with a bigger stadium.
Yeah.
Because I remember the Chelsea pitch owners blocking the proposal for Chelsea to get like the freeholder license or whatever it was to Stamford Bridge back in 2011. I remember that happening. Like that got voted down. And then in 2017, I think the mayor of London approved some redevelopment plan for Stamford Bridge to go from our capacity now to like some 60,000 person thing.
Yeah.
Was it an issue with Roman's visa?
Yeah.
Was okay.
So the plans got shelved. Remember, there was a whole design that was brought out as well, if you remember, during that time of what a renovated Stamford Bridge could look like. But then all the things happened with his visa, and then he completely shelved it. The plan.
Because I remember, because I was hearing we were going to use Wembley as a temporary home.
Yeah, Wembley.
The same season that Tottenham used Wembley as a temporary home.
Yeah, we were going to share it. Yeah. But that was
we were gonna like share Wembley as a temp home together or some shit.
If you remember the design was it looked like
chapel, right?
Well, Ahmed probably noticed a bit better because obviously he's in that type of field, you know what I mean? But the design looked like sort of like oldie London sort of feel to it, part of it. Do you know what I mean? But it was like obviously with modern stuff. But
yeah, so basically, I'll explain this real quick. It's just there's like a famous power station.
Yeah,
that's just across the river. Battersea Power Station. That's right, and they were trying to basically do the thing of like, first there's like power station pillars. I think there's like 4, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's just there. It's there the other day. There's 4 of them.
I think they took it from old photos of what Stamford Bridge used to look like.
Exactly, yeah. And then they wanted to basically like put the stadium in between those 4 pillars of that draw thing.
Yeah, now oldie style.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, actually, funny enough, you know the Birmingham City one. Funny enough, I know obviously that's a bit different, obviously in terms of its design of the type of thing it's using, but it's actually quite similar to that. But obviously it's a bit more. The design was a little bit different actually.
I just think it's gonna listen. It's gonna be. It has to happen. But how long it's gonna take is the biggest question. That's all it's gonna be. How long is it gonna take? Because it has to happen if they want to do this in the future with the revenue stuff. Now, I think the way football is done on TV here will change dramatically in the next 5 years in terms of, I think it'll be a more Netflix style based subscription thing like the NBA does, where you can like watch you get an entire season pass, or you get like,
it's not just football that's going to change, it's all sports by the end of the decade.
But your own I think Netflix are going to get involved. I think Amazon's going to get more
all
involved.
The streaming sites are going to start
all the
pulling away.
We've seen it with the UK Champions League rights leaving TNT. They're probably going to go to Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
over here
they'll go to Paramount Plus. They could go to Prime, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
the only thing that really holds down domestic television, like broadcast television, is live sports.
Exactly. Yeah,
live sports, and then all the boomers like to still watch the news, but like, let's be honest, who gives a shit?
The only thing I watch on live TV is sport. I don't watch anything else on live TV whatsoever. I don't watch any because it will all be on streaming service anyway. So all the shows and stuff like that, I can wait for it. Like I'll as soon as that goes from Sky, you'll see a lot. The Sky subscriptions will fall dramatically as soon as they lose the Premier League rights.
Okay, that's the reason why I bought Now TV, is to watch.
It'll just go dramatically like that. It'll just go. I mean, I'm probably going to get rid of TNT or just go whatever as soon as the Champions League stuff goes. So.
They have nothing. They literally have nothing.
So over here in the United States, NBC has the rights to the Premier League.
Yeah,
and that runs through the 27-28 season.
Yeah,
they're probably going to hit the negotiating table starting in the summer into next fall. My guess is the next owners to those rights here in this country are either going to be Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Please, either one is going to be good for me.
Well, you can see it now with Netflix, where they're branching out with the boxing now as well, in terms of the thing. I think they've done, is it tennis or something recently or something like that as well? So you can see them, and football is obviously worldwide. It'll be watched by billions of people, and you can see them.
Paramount Plus has already taken UFC starting from next year.
Exactly,
right? That's true.
Even for
That's a big one.
I don't know about Europe, but it's here in the United States
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
US
They're moving away from
Some
the
things you do
subscription
get
model.
more or less than Paramount.
It's even like because even over here, Sky are trying to buy what our domestic channel called ITV, and that would include all like the sporting packages and stuff like that. So they'll take the England international games, the FA Cup, and League Cup stuff. But I just think it's just inevitable. It's just the evolution of football. It has to be, and I'm just surprised it's not been done before now. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think it's just the way it is. Like, it just has to happen. And then, like you say, you can have your whole season pass, or you do individual club passes. Do you know what I mean? Or
when is the UK going to
yeah.
get rid of the 3 p.m. blackout rule?
That's not going to happen. Nothing you
Never.
I couldn't believe when I found out about that. I'm like, you guys are living in the like 1940s. What are we talking about?
Well, I tell you why they should get rid of it now. Because before this season, they didn't used to do so. But all the other any game that was at 2 p.m. that wasn't scheduled on Sky, you couldn't watch, right? But now they show every 2 p.m. game.
They do
now here live. So I don't see all this like, oh, no one will go to games if you play at 3 o'clock. Bullshit. Absolute horseshit. No one will go to games. Of course they'll go to games.
Have you seen how small Stamford Bridge is? That's the question.
No, that's my thing. Like, especially with a fan base the size of Chelsea and how small the bridge is. It's like, what are we doing here?
That's actually very true.
But look at NFL. All NFL games are broadcast. No matter where you are in the States, in your local area or red zone or NFL ticket. Look at those stadiums are packed, and those are. We bitch about our prices, rightly so, but the prices for NFL games, you'd have to pay a small mortgage for.
150. If your team is good, it's 150. If your team is good and you're in a good market, it's 150. Trust
look at the NBA. Look at the NBA.
I bought tickets to Eagles versus Giants. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, exactly. But
we know
what
why
I'm
you
saying
bought
is all
those
this
tickets.
all this excuses,
Why you gotta air my dirty lunch?
No.
All this excuses
That's all I
for
gotta
the
say.
3 p.m. thing.
Ahmed, you're muted.
It's just,
wait,
it's
150K.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, RSM's getting scammed.
You
RSM, you got scammed, mate. You got scammed for 150.
For example, what's the cheapest ticket to get into Chelsea? We'll say like Chelsea Wolves. What would have the cheapest?
£50-ish, £50 probably. I say
cheapest.
I know this for start. I know this for a fact, right? I know this for a fact. I got a Spurs mate who went to our game, just a normal ticket, £96 he paid for that ticket. £96 for a normal ticket. Not like in the box or near or anything. Just in one that stands. £96.
To go and watch the Liverpool game, but I was in the Matthew Harden section, obviously. I think it was, I paid around about 70 something. It was 70 something.
And that's just in that stadium.
The cheapest ticket on a resale market for Ravens Steelers in 2 weeks in Baltimore is £136.
By the way, go Ravens.
That's the cheapest ticket. Like, we already
by the way, this is disgusting. Sacramento Kings games are $90 PM.
Yeah, because they have the new arena, brother.
I'll be honest. You know what, man? If I'm watching the best player in the world play against them, even though Sacramento is shit, I might.
Sacramento is shit. You live in West London, mate.
Who lives? I was gonna say, who lives in that state? Who lives in that state?
Cheeky little
West London.
Cheeky.
No way, this guy's calling Sacramento.
Stop with the cheeky little. Nah,
cheeky
that definitely ain't cheap.
This guy lives in West London.
There was some milk and cheese.
Give it up.
100 quid. I might do it.
Ahmed, what I want you to do is I want you to pick up a rock, throw it out your window, and then look me in the face and tell me you're not hitting a kebab place. And then I want you to make fun of Sacramento again.
I don't fucking remember to shit. I was saying I would actually go to that game.
No, Pete, you got it wrong. You got to ask him if he's not hitting a Tesco's Express, not a kebab place.
Yeah, man, this guy's gonna get the £5 meal deal.
From my
no way, West London enjoyers making fun of Sacramento. No way.
No, I'm actually making it a positive. I'm saying it's actually good because then I can go watch my favorite NBA player.
Tickets are so expensive because they just built that new arena.
Ahmed, you know you're gonna have to pay like thousands of pounds just for a flight to get over there. Don't
worry, man. I got my sources, man. I got my sources.
But your sources.
You can't be a stowaway on a plane. It's not 1960.
No,
how this shit works.
Not like that. No.
Of course. We're gonna poke some holes in a box and duct tape it shut.
Got a 12-hour oxygen tank. He's going.
It's
Okay.
crazy. No.
12 hours.
I can get tickets for really cheap. That's the reason why. I've got a good friend.
Yeah,
of mine
but-
that works.
Yeah,
Then That's
my
fine.
larger
That's
point was going
fine
to
on it,
be.
but you still had to fly over there to.
Yeah, the ticket's gonna. No, I'm saying the ticket to fly is gonna be cheap for me, so it's not gonna be. It's gonna cost me like something like.
No, but
250.
Who's flying you?
To watch a Sacramento Kings
You know what, man?
Sacramento
Listen,
of all teams.
get to me.
My
Get
larger
some.
point
Get
was
some
gonna
heat.
be,
Who
like,
flying you? Who flying?
Listen, get some nice heat. Listen, I don't get enough sun around here.
All right, Ahmed.
Listen. No. I don't care if
Ahmed,
Jokic
enough.
is
The
in
point
the NBA.
is-
We
the
cannot
point-
allow Ahmed to touch down in
Ahmed,
the United
the point
States.
is,
Gabriel.
with the advent of the next TV deal, as things go straight to streaming,
Yes.
and there's
Yes.
more of an a la carte option for customers,
Mhm.
that's just going to drive up the price for tickets in the ground.
Yep.
That's just
Yeah.
going to continue shooting up. I get like it's not fun and like football at its core is a working man's sport. But if you guys want to keep signing 60 million pound teenagers, we're gonna just need more revenue, buddy. Like it is
Yeah.
what it is.
And
listen,
that
man.
stadium is actually.
Invest in common.
You know what? We don't even need to talk about the stadium because
give it
this
God.
guy. One of the easiest investments that we could do is a front of shirt sponsor. And there's been delays with our current front of shirt sponsor.
God, every
Let's
day,
just bring
mate.
this
Bro,
up
I've gotten
to the
used
surface.
to not having one. I don't even care anymore.
Bro,
Not
give me.
not getting money.
No, listen.
You know-
What is wrong with running it back with the Mac? I don't care. Give me the Mac, bro.
Can I
the
just
Mac
be
is
honest?
alright.
Yeah, I feel like we should just use the Barcelona excuse. You know, Barcelona back in
Return
the
of
day.
Demac.
Barcelona before they used to have like front of shirt sponsors. Their excuse was like, "Oh, we don't want to sully the jersey, innit?" So we should start running
Wait.
that excuse from now
On
on.
that gimmick.
Yeah.
Wait, Marshall, are we talking about Clear Lake's piss poor attempt at getting us a front of shirt sponsor again?
Apparently, we jumped the gun.
Guys, how
so
many
Matt
years
Law
has this
said
been?
here.
Is
Some of the
this-
reporting.
no, 3 or 4?
By the way, Marshall, I have to say it's objectively hilarious. You're saying we're being told we jumped the gun about a year into waiting for an actual sponsor, 2
That's
years
fair.
into waiting for a sponsor.
It's
Yeah.
been
We've
since-
jumped
it's
the
been
gun.
since Poch's season PR. That's when we had Infinite Athlete. After that, we've
Mhm.
not really had a front of shirt sponsor.
Yo, Infinite Athlete was kind of cool, dude. Bring them back.
But that shit
they're
was finite athletics.
They got
bro.
sold.
We got
No,
one
they
year
got
and I've
bought.
never heard of them ever again.
I think Infinite Athlete got bought. I saw a tweet the other
Bro,
week we read about it. They got bought by
I
another
would
company.
sell us out to crypto scammers. I don't even care. Just like
Listen, run it, man. Run it. Listen,
Hey,
bro.
If they'd actually,
I would sell us out to the
Bro,
crypto scammers.
bro, the Lakers, listen,
to
the Lakers
to
playing
crypto
crypto
scammers
arena.
who
I
run
don't
the
care,
Trump
bro.
accounts on YouTube, on
The
Twitter, and
crypto
are really
bridge,
from
run it.
Lagos.
Let's run it,
I
bro. The
would sell
crypto
them
bridge.
out.
Let's run it.
If this league wasn't so political, they should just fucking approve Paramount Plus and we'd be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
Yeah. So essentially, ladies and gents, reporting around potential sort of agreements with Clear Lake, that got completely rejected to Matt Law when he asked about it. So apparently it was just a rumor, and there's no actual solidified deal that we're going to be sponsored by Oracle.
Great.
So it's still
Oh,
not
you'll
for
get
sure
back them
sponsored.
last year, I reckon.
At this rate, what we should do is have a front of shirt sponsor every month for like 5 mil. Like it's just every month.
That's hilarious.
Like
You keep changing.
if you want it for an entire month, if you want to stay on, you can pay another monthly fee of something. But if not, we'll get another.
So basically, we're a monthly subscription.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
I'm cool
Monthly
with money launderers
subscription.
buying a front of shirt deal with Chelsea. I'm completely fine with that. If the Sinaloa cartel wants to sponsor us, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I don't
man.
see why that's not allowed. I'm sorry.
Who knows, bro? It's just frustrating. Like, listen, from a fan perspective, I don't really care either.
Marshall,
right?
like, do you know what it is? It's not even frustrating anymore because it might have been Pete, it might have been RSA. Bro, this is like 2-3 years of this shit. Like, why is it
This is
frustrating?
3
This is the norm. This is normal now.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's
The
the
kids
fact
don't
you've got
even look
people-
weird to me anymore.
I'll say you've
That's
got people
true.
saying that. You've got people in the chat saying like it's going to be weird when we see a kit with a front of shirt sponsor on because the normal is not having one.
It was weird when we used to see. It was weird when I used to see them at, bro. You know, when I started seeing them at under kit. Like,
You guys in the summer mocked me when I said that we should just enlarge the Club World Cup badge in the middle.
Hey,
Like a Tony Stark thing? Like,
Yeah.
he was a
Nice.
misunderstood genius.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. We should enlarge
I
it.
remember we talked about
Like
this.
a
Yeah.
giant. It's a giant.
We could do that,
gold
right?
Symbol in front. We should do that. We should enlarge
I don't
it.
think we can do that, but
No?
I hear
Yeah,
it.
but we should. We should. We shouldn't care.
Is there a rule against it?
No.
I
we
would
can't.
imagine.
I can't imagine there being a rule against it. Though.
I would have.
I don't think there is.
The badge isn't our badge to custom design.
Bro,
We don't own the badge.
Hey, we own it for 4 years.
Big gold in the middle, like.
No,
that,
but Chris,
like a-
we don't own the badge.
Yeah.
No, we
won
don't
it.
own the rights of it. No.
We won it. We probably can't do that for the same reason you can't melt down the World Cup trophy and sell it.
Yeah.
Like you probably can't do that. I don't know.
The way I see this situation, like, obviously from a consumer perspective,
whoever in the chat is hating on 3, fuck you. Bring back 3, dude. Bring
mean,
back 3.
3
That-
bounce.
no,
As soon as there was
no,
any
No,
controversy,
no,
3 bounce.
No, fuck 3, bro.
They
I
left
hated
us
3.
in the
Three
dark
was the
moments,
most
and it's ugly.
disgusting
Bad.
logo I've ever seen.
Hold on. Guys,
Guys,
3 was
hold on.
disgusting.
Hold on.
Stop, bro. 3
You
was
guys are
ass.
Smash the like, people.
You guys are acting like they did the wrong thing by leaving us in that moment in time. You guys would have left us too.
Trivago didn't
Hey,
leave
well,
us.
well, Nike didn't leave us
Trivago was a
either.
real one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
nothing bad happened to Trivago as a result of not leaving us.
Have you heard about Trivago anymore, Marshall? Al Christie.
They left last season.
I haven't heard about Trivago, bro.
Why would,
Yeah, but they
Advertising-wise,
stopped being our
about the
sponsor last
company.
season.
And
why would we
I'm
keep on
talking
tabs what
about.
they do?
No. Like I can still hear about 3. I get 3 ads on a regular in the UK. It's like a big mobile company. I don't get anything about Trivago.
How about this?
Brother,
How
just
about
because
this?
it's out of sight, out of mind for you doesn't mean they're
I'm gonna point it out.
irrelevant.
I'm gonna point it
How
out,
about
man.
this? How about this?
You know, Marshall, I use
You're such
Trivago,
a-
by the way. I use
Isn't it?
Trivago for my work, by the way. Yeah, sometimes when
Sure.
I have to
You just said you hadn't heard of Trivago, so you just.
No, no, no.
Yeah, like,
He's a liar.
you're lying to me,
Why-
bro.
Wait.
Oh, but you just lied.
Let me finish. No, I used to use it for
No,
work.
but you lied. Acknowledge that you
Wait.
lied, and we'll let you.
No, I'm not.
Acknowledge that you lied, and we'll let you.
I'm trying to
No,
get.
no,
I've been learning this for. I want to see what it's like. 'cause
Let me land.
We're
I want
breaking
you to
this
come full
reality.
circle
No,
here,
no,
man.
Ahmed,
No.
I'll let you land, but acknowledge that you just lied.
I don't. When I say I don't hear about Trivago, I mean in terms of like the main media. That's what I've always said. I'm not talking about myself.
You just said I
Just
never
open up
heard
the
about
Twitter page.
Trivago. And said, oh, I just.
I'm
used
talking about
Trivago.
like because they actually used to be like a lot of ads.
Yeah,
for
I
Trivago.
got
Crunch.
Yeah, thank you, Coco. I got Trivago
No.
ads with Klopp. You
Yeah,
use
but I-
Trivago. Like I heard.
Well,
what are you
anyway,
doing?
I've not been getting any
Yeah,
ads
right.
specifically. Like the reason why I say that, so Trivago used to really be good with like discounts, for example, right? Which
what?
is the reason
But-
why. And now I don't
Instead
hear
of-
about
Looking for discounts, man. Big
Instead,
up.
but how about this then? Instead of
You can take the man out of
gold-
Mogadishu, but you can never take the Mogadishu out of the man.
How about this, Marshall?
Big up,
Instead
man.
of the gold,
Big up.
instead of
trying to find some
instead of
deals.
the Club World Cup badge,
Big up.
Sure.
how about
Hey.
how about we get the Nike tick and just enlarge it and just a big tick in the middle of the chest
That'd
like
be
that.
so obnoxious. You got these guys complaining about the Nike kits already.
Can I say Trivago has actually had a 61% increase in 2025.
Look at you, Chris. Financial advisor,
Just say
Chris.
it,
Let's
Chris.
go.
What the hell?
I
Yeah,
don't
the
believe
year-over-year
that.
growth of
Do you know what I like about
61%.
Chris? Right? Do you know what I like about Chris? Right? He just does. He'll pull that out of his ass. But you ask him to contribute something 5 minutes from now, he won't know what we're talking about.
Huh?
He'll go, what? What? Who said what? He won't be paying attention. But he paid attention to that. He's always, he's that guy right at the end. You just that role player just hits that free shot right at the end to win you the game. Sometimes every 60 games. That's what Chris is. You know what I mean? True to
This
his word.
is
Hey
not
man, I got a
wrong.
lot of time for Chris.
Exactly.
I appreciate Chris.
Yeah,
but
Chris, man.
here's the thing with the kits, though. Like going back to the
We
sponsorship
like
thing.
Chris.
Like,
We
what?
like-
No.
I don't care aesthetically about the kits. It looks fine without the sponsorship. What I care about is that this is somehow going to be used as an excuse for, oh, we couldn't sign X player because financially we were under this amount. And it's like, okay, so you left 40, 50 million on the table when
But
you
that's what
could
I've
have
been
used
saying.
that
Oh,
as
remember-
leverage for a player.
Marshall, do you remember this I think it was the last year where me and Scott were talking about this.
Sure.
If you guys could not find yourself a long-term deal, why could you just not find yourself a quick 1 year deal?
I'm thinking
You didn't-
even Ahmed to that point, actually.
Because they did that with Infinite Athlete. That's what confused me. They got a quick
But
40 M's.
this is even better. This is even
That's
better.
1 year deal with like Joe Rogan or somebody.
Wait.
So that's
Hold
what we're
on.
doing. Ahmed.
But
That's
hold
what
on.
we've eventually. Well, apparently, that's what we were doing with this Oracle deal. This is a short-term deal that might be
Sure.
extended and might get better long
But
term.
even,
Depending
this
how
is
it
even
goes.
this is an even better caveat, guys. You guys all know gambling companies. Surely by now you could have found a gambling company that would have given you that money, no problem.
I think it's actually banned from next
Yeah,
season. That's why
banned.
they're not doing it. I think it's banned, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
No, because
Is it?
remember we were linked to
Yeah, but that was
So-
but it was getting banned from like I think
Yeah, no,
Steak.
but what I'm saying is
What
no,
is it banned from?
from being like a partnership on the front of shirt. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, is Everton changing front of shirt sponsor?
I think from next
And
season,
Brentford,
yes.
is Brentford still Hollywood Bets?
I think from next season or this
Oh,
year.
you're right. You're right. So it's a Premier League rule banning gambling companies from main front of shirt sponsor.
Wow. All right. Never mind.
Yes,
Forget
I think Stake only. I'm pretty sure Stake only are their what's it called, the sleeve sponsor.
but yeah, again, they're still talking about the hypocrisy. But yeah, again, when I watch Sky, I see multiple betting adverts for football. But there we go. So
It's true.
Yeah. 'Cause it's not
So
that
many
they don't
betting adverts.
gamble. They want you to only gamble with them, baby. Let's go.
yeah,
Exactly.
just ridiculous.
On the topic of kits, might as well bring this up because we
Oh.
got Chris in the house and we
I only just got
appreciate
this
Chris.
one. Why don't we get a
Hey,
new
this is a
one?
good point. This is a good point. We have a 17-year-old in Kazakhstan on the books, but we somehow can't take money from Stake. I hear it.
Let's
Good
show
point.
off some of the color scheme for next season's away kit, and I'm kind of happy with it. And Chris, I think you'll be happy with
bring
it.
back
leaks
yellow.
every day. Kit leaks.
Bring
every
back.
day.
There you go.
Bring-
There you go.
Who cares about these? What these kits look
I mean,
Okay.
it looks
Look at
nice,
the
but you
review.
showed me something completely different like last week.
That was the home kit. This is the away
Remove
kit.
the black.
Yeah.
Bring
Oh,
back
okay.
solid yellow.
Let me
What's
take a
wrong with
picture of this
black,
one,
man?
guys.
I like black on the
Nope.
kits.
Nope. Remove the black. Bring back yellow. And then
Yes.
our third kit can be black.
Do you just want the Dortmund kit again?
Sounds a bit suspect to me.
Yes.
I'll be honest, man.
I hate
Yellow
that
kits
kit,
are
bro.
amazing. I agree
I
with
didn't
Peter.
hate it,
I
bro.
love
You
the
guys
yellow
have
kits.
no culture if you're turning your nose up at yellow Chelsea kits. You're
Exactly.
uncultured
They-
fucks. And
they
I'm
don't know about the
embarrassed that
Chelsea
we're on
kit.
screen together.
I don't know about 16,
What the
17
fuck is
Chelsea.
wrong
man.
with you?
16, 17, 26, 27. A decade
No,
later,
guys,
look
guys.
at the, you know.
Guys, black shorts with a yellow Chelsea logo,
Oh, it hits.
yellow top.
That's
Yellow
fine.
socks.
Just don't give me the bumblebee look again. The Dortmund.
Fuck
I
you.
don't
I
like
hate
that.
yellow kits.
I
I
don't like
love that yellow kit.
All right.
I love that
You
yellow
know
Fuck
what?
you guys.
I just clocked it.
I'm
You were
glad.
wearing one when
I
I
don't know
met
why
you.
they
bro.
hate
You
yellow
like that
kit. Yellow
kit.
kits
I'm
are like
glad
one
that I
of the
know
best
that all
ones.
of you have terrible taste. I'm glad.
I like that kit, man. I actually like
This
the
is completely fine.
kit.
If we're
It's
gonna do a
Midwest
black
gold,
kit,
Chris.
if we're
It's
gonna
Midwest
remember
gold.
do you guys remember the third kit from 14-15? The one that
Yes.
we won at QPR in?
Yeah.
That's the only style black kit we should do. That or the one from Carlo's Prem season where it was blackened with the orange lines.
Yes, the 10-11
Oh,
season.
Yes.
10-11, yeah.
All the
Those are the
Lampard
only
season.
two. Those are
Yeah.
the only two black kits I will accept. None of this like black and yellow bullshit. No, I don't. There's too much black, not enough yellow. If we're gonna do yellow, it's got to be mainly
I
yellow.
like this season's black kit. is
I'm
trash,
kind of out on white kits. I'm out on off-white.
Yeah,
as a
I
concept.
don't know white kits.
Don't really like it.
It looks too
But,
much like the
um,
Portuguese kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like the white and green. It's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
too close to George Mendez money laundering to me, dude. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
This is an insane comment, by the way. I paid 200 euros from a third-party website to watch Chelsea versus Fulham. I live in Ireland.
Yeah?
I didn't have a choice.
I can
am
have
really
You got
sorry.
scammed, brother.
You
I'm
got
so sorry.
scammed.
Yo,
Wallahi,
is
you
this-
got scammed.
in
this
life,
for-
no
is it-
limits. Follow the Discord. We'll hook you up.
My
bro. You don't have to.
Wait,
do
wait,
that.
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
like-
hold on.
Follow
I'm
the
just
Discord.
commenting.
I'm
Person
hold on.
commenting. Are you saying you paid £200 for 200 euros for a ticket, or 200 euros to watch the game?
Yeah, because
to buy the ticket. I'm assuming.
In life, no limits, brother. Who did you buy? Like what third-party website?
Probably the one of the major ones in it. So I would assume it'd be Live Nation or one of those ones, right? Because they sell tickets now.
That's
Chelsea Live
fucking
Nation.
insane.
Yeah, I hope this would be better if it was for a ticket, but if you're paying for a live streaming service,
That, no, that
I'm
has,
sorry,
that has
bro.
to be.
That
That
has to be a ticket.
That has to be a ticket.
Bro, it
Because I
doesn't
know,
be a ticket.
because I know
No
people. Because I knew.
And if that's a ticket price, me,
I was
Pete, and
gonna say,
RSM,
this-
we're
I
like,
know
oh,
a
yeah.
Swedish fan. I know a Swedish fan that was sitting next to me that's paid.
Yo, RSM, do you want to come to London with Marshall and I?
Is RSM even there? He might. He
I
might.
think
not.
he's away at the moment.
We'll ask him when he gets back.
But yeah, like that has to be ticket because yeah, you can pay for a VPN, join the fucking Discord. Like, find
Bro,
a
for 200
find a
euros,
weird
I can get to Mexico. Oh
yeah,
my God.
find a weird website, streaming web like site. Like, bro, you don't need to pay 200 quid or euros to watch
In
it.
life
get a
limits,
VPN.
we need clarity on that situation.
Person who sent the message in chat, get a VPN and hit me up. I'll give you all
We're
my
gonna have a great weekend.
because I pay for all this stuff legally like a nerd. But yeah, get a VPN. I'll send you all my information and you can watch it for like 10 euros a month.
I have a great weekend. I could have a great weekend.
I think I know the one he's talking about. I did quite like that one, to be fair.
I think I had it here a second ago. No, he's not talking about this one, but it's similar to this one.
My fear is that my fear is the black and yellow thing is not going to be yellow top, black shorts. It's going to be the other way around.
If we do that,
Marshall. He's not talking about that one. He's talking about I swear Sherlock wore it. Did I get Sherlock on the back of that kit? Or did I get him on the back of another one?
Was it 13?
I never got
14
Sherlock
season?
shirt.
Which one?
13, 14?
The one with the one that the Pochettino one was based off of.
No, it's not that one.
Let me
What
try
fuck
15.
Was it?
Try
No,
15.
was it 12:30? What fucking year was that?
What's it
13?
called?
No, it
You
must
got
have
the
been
13, 14 one up.
It's 16-17, right? The yellow kit, I'm assuming.
13, 14.
Oh no, my favorite yellow kit was
nice
0809. Whenever we won or was it 2009, 2010?
Marshall.
Yeah.
It's 11-12. It's 11-12.
Oh, yeah.
11,
Oh,
12?
that one. Yeah.
Yo, that black
that one.
fire.
That one.
That is. Oh, I love that shirt. That
Yeah,
That
I
was
got
what
that.
the
I like
Pochettino away kit was based off of.
We don't have an that bad.
The grid
Sorry?
one that we had.
That kit was fire, but we got pumped every time we wore it.
We did, yeah.
I think we did.
I don't
Plus,
know.
you can't have, you know why you can't have that one, Marshall? That's the kit John Terry racially abused Anton Ferdinand in. So we can't
Did it?
Yeah.
That'll
yeah.
do.
How do you remember that, man?
Yeah.
Hey, how can you not remember that now?
How can you not?
How
To be
can
honest,
you not
yes.
remember that, Chris?
Yeah,
I don't. No, I remember.
was based
I remember
off
what
of.
he did. I just don't know what kit he did it
You
in.
got that kit,
Bro, they don't even look
It
similar,
looks
Marshall.
really
What do you
nice.
mean it was?
That looks
How's that
really
look
nice.
I think
similar?
that was what the influence was to try to.
So
get
it's
some
ironic he was
made
wearing
that
a
up.
black shirt at the
Marshall
time.
just made that up.
Marshall,
Yeah, he just made that
you were
up.
gassing that one up.
Yo, I didn't make it up. I swear I read
Thank you, by the
something
way,
about
man.
it.
Shout out to my guy in Cuckoo, man. Great performance today.
He did just make that up. Like saying I swear I read something
swear I
doesn't
read
mean
something
Oh, no,
anything.
of course he did.
bro.
I can
I
also
swear I
swear
read.
on something that I'm making up. I do it all the time.
Yeah. I swear I enjoy the company of most of this panel. It's not true.
Yeah, man.
We know you're lying. Actually, since we got Pete here and we were talking about center backs not too long ago, there's a rumor going around. There's a rumor going around
Isn't there always?
about there's this one might have some legs. The rumor is potential
Hopefully it's a centre back.
Rudiger return. Potential Rudiger return.
What?
Oh my lord.
Hear me out.
But
Hear me
actually,
out.
Have
Let
you
me
been
land.
making more stuff up?
Let me
or-
land. Let me land.
He looked good.
Wait.
He looked good
Is this
in yellow.
another?
Yeah.
Did you take getting called out for making something up as a chance to
No,
make
no, no.
another thing up?
No. All right. Hear me out. Hear me out. Wait, Scott, shut up. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay.
Is that what happened?
Ficages, okay, came out that
Ficages
said Chelsea see Antonio Rudiger as a
Ficages.
cheap market opportunity. Listen, we all know, not reputable source, right?
If I speak
Doesn't mean
about
they're
Mark and
always wrong. All right.
Guys, I would take this. I don't give a shit.
There's
know,
this is where maybe it might have some legs. Florian Plattenberg reporting Real Madrid and Antonio Rudiger remain open to extending the expiring contract beyond 2026. Before the injury, there had already been concrete discussions about figures. Since the
I
injury,
would take
talks
this.
have
What
been
the fuck?
on hold. Current plan: first is comeback, then negotiations. Saudi interest remains strong. A Premier League return is also an option for Rudiger.
It's been
Guys.
4 years.
Guys, this is the most sell Chalaba for 25 mil and sign Rudiger for 8 mil deal I've ever seen. What?
When you get rid of Tosin first?
No,
Either
dude,
or.
He's old.
we need the pure profit on the books.
Tosin's
I would
great.
also-
wait,
we got
didn't
him
we
for
get
free.
Tosin for free
Tosin's
though?
good.
I would also get rid of Tosin, but like,
Yeah.
there's clear people that are in this squad that could be replaced with Rudiger tomorrow, and we'd be slightly better.
That's true.
And I wouldn't sign Rudiger to be like the center back
No,
that
no,
partners Colwell,
Come on.
but that would be kind of funny. Like, I
Mhm.
wouldn't even expect him to do that. If Rudiger was like our third center back or our fourth center back, we'd probably have a really good team.
I'll be
I
honest
just want
with you.
to. I gotta be honest with you. I just want to see him try and take shots again.
Listen,
man.
man. Rudiger has been used and abused around Madrid because of the injury crisis and everything else. I'm not taking the steal, man.
I knew you would say you wouldn't take it.
Yeah, Ahmed, you don't like progress, and that's fine.
I like progress, but we need to move on from people, bro. And he's not it anymore. Time to move on.
The issue is we never got a chance to move on from this guy. All right, that's the difference. Yeah.
Well, listen, I went to therapy. You should go to therapy too.
He was taken.
Rudiger obviously shouldn't be our main center back signing in the summer or anything like that. That'd be absurd.
Yeah.
But it should be a thing. I think so.
Rudiger, I've not watched him, barring I think his first year when they won the Champions League. Or was that his second year there? I've not watched him. Like, I didn't watch him last season. I've not watched him this season. How has he been around Madrid?
Yeah, I've not watched him last season actually.
No,
like,
last
because
season
it's all well and
literally
good saying
fine.
like bring him back and stuff because of the
Memories.
Chopper brothers we have. But like, how good is he?
Rudy.
Rudiger is only coming back from injury right now, by the way. Like, he's my guy.
But I mean, when he's on the pitch, how good is he?
He was in conversation.
He's all right, man. He's all right.
I clocked it, Ahmed is the contrarian. He just doesn't like anything Tuchel has touched.
Not okay.
You don't want Christensen either, bro.
Marshall.
Have you heard about the rumors about Christensen, mate?
Marshall. I'm trying to have an actual conversation. Ignore Ahmed. Okay.
Sure.
How many times do I have to say this on this channel? Bypass Ahmed.
The thing is, like, I don't think any of us are watching Real Madrid day in, day out to really know how Rudiger has been. I think he's been okay for them based on what I know.
A year ago,
he's not played this season, though, right?
But he's been injured.
I mainly expected Scott to answer a CP because I'm assuming
a year ago he was in conversations as best defender in the world.
Okay.
What happened last year was he was really good, but he was like a one-man team with I think it was Raul Asensio, if I'm not mistaken, who's the academy guy. Let's not speak about him too much, but essentially he was like the one-man team. Everyone else was getting ACL injuries, was being out for a really long while. He obviously got injured towards the end of that season.
He left. He left. Listen, he left because we stupidly didn't negotiate with him with a year left on his contract, like the summer before.
This is true.
He left. That's why he left.
Yeah, it was we were really neglectful. But I mean, Marina was putting it off, and then we got sanctioned, and then all of a sudden Marina couldn't do shit about it anyways. So it was stupid, if anything.
Very stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, the Eagles just fumbled twice. That's hilarious.
Who scores?
That was a fun little one I wanted to shoehorn in. Listen, I agree with Pete. I would take him back in a heartbeat. I would take Christensen back as well. Those guys are better than what I have in Chalobah.
To take Rudiger back, you have to sell Disasi, Chalobah, and Tosin. At the very least.
Yeah,
I'm all very, very likely to get potentially sold anyways. So
I would rather at that like fourth center back position, I would rather somebody that I know could fill in and be good for 2 or 3 games in a row than somebody who's just a complete liability and they're taking.
Also, with the way Maresca treats players that are injured and stuff, Rudiger under that sort of program. Hey,
but let's be fair though, Prime. Let's just, for example, let's look at it this way. If Maresca was our manager under that Pochettino season, I think Thiago Silva's season looks a lot better, and he's probably here for another season versus how Poch used him, which is like, I need to rely on you.
Wait, who are you talking about? What?
The Pochettino season and Thiago Silva. Like, I think the way Maresca would manage Rudiger is how I wish Thiago Silva was managed.
I wanted to keep Silva for another season after that. You had people like Scott saying, "Oh, he's finished. You need to sell him." Or other center back.
He was finished.
He was finished, mate. He was finished.
I know, but I still would have kept him. I still would have kept him for leadership.
I'd kept him for another year. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I think a lot of the reason he was finished was because of Poch, not because of him.
I just said for leadership.
Yeah,
but he's not playing, so what's he going to lead for?
But are we not going to do that with Rudiger?
No, we're going to play him.
I think Rudiger would play. Yeah, for a fourth choice center backs right now, our fourth choice center backs probably what, Tosin? Or Yeah, he plays a lot, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
but
is.
Tosin only plays a lot because Colwell's out.
Oh, it's not just Colwell being out. It's Fofana being a sick note and Badiashile being a sick note as well. And the fact that we have 10 Champions League phase games, 38 league games, and 2 domestic cups as well.
And
all the people in the squad are going to be playing. It's a squad game now. I'd feel better if my depth was a 33-year-old Rudiger as opposed to Tosin, Chalobah, or Badiashile. Or
I agree with that. If Maresca
but that's just me. This isn't like a bring back Rudiger to partner Colwell and win the league. That's not my that's not my stance.
That's
Yeah, no, I agree with
Very
you.
true.
But that's why I asked, what does he sort of look like now? Like, how good is he now?
I mean, pre-injury, I would say he was somewhere in between Colwell last season and any other center back we've had play under Maresca, which is a pretty big gap, but he's somewhere in the middle of those two things.
When did he get injured?
I think in the spring. I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll look it up, but I'm looking it up right now. Nah, he had like a gnarly red card suspension. That's really funny. That ended his season. When did Rudiger hurt himself? It was like an ACL, right?
Played this season.
Yeah, it was like an ACL, I believe. It was an ACL he was playing with, so must have been a pretty bad ACL. I don't know if he was playing with it, but it was like he was playing with an injury.
Watching Dak Prescott run is so funny, man. It's like like someone escaping with a last bottle of milk from a store and like run into their car.
Question to you guys.
Sure.
If you had to bring back one, who would it be, Christensen or Rudiger?
Rudiger for me.
Cool.
Rudiger. I can't rely on Christensen just because of this like random anxiety issue or whatever he has. Like,
what if he had a spicy?
Did you see what happened about? Did you see what Lewandowski said?
What Lewandowski said?
Christensen didn't want to come on against Inter or something when they're trying to see out the game in the second leg in the semi-final.
Oh yeah.
Bro, hey.
I didn't read about that. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't rely on somebody to be squad depth at a position when their issue seems to be like mental. I just can't.
Yeah, and Christensen did have that. I'm not trying to bash him for it, but
no, it's not even like saying like it's not a. It's not character judgment. It's just the whole point of having those backup players is what you're going to get for 2 or 3 games to cover. And if he can't do that role in exactly that way, he shouldn't be in that position.
And again, we're already critical of one guy that's barely playing 100 minutes.
That defense is mental, Peter. Did you see that defense?
Yep.
That is mental. That defense is mental. Oh my god. Sorry.
Oh, so it
Why are you here, Jacob? Why are you here, Jacob, mate?
It's multiple tickets.
Okay, got it on live football tickets last January. I bought my whole family down. Damn. We sat around East Stand Lower. Great seats.
Well, that's pretty good seats.
Yeah, okay. So for tickets, then, okay.
The East Stand Lower, that's what they sometimes do. You know what?
Family section, right?
No. Yeah. So that family section used to be, and I think sometimes they also get like the media there. Like they usually do like the little thing where they're talking in front of the crowd and stuff. That's probably done over here.
Jacob, I hope you saw the message I left you in the group chat. Just saying.
Just want to say, Jacob, man. But blame your ownership. Don't blame Thomas.
Just to say, man,
it's not Thomas's fault.
It's
not Thomas's fault.
Ain't easy, man.
It's not Thomas's fault. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
R.I.P. Jacob.
Yeah, you gotta be frank with you, man. It's not easy. I mean, easy. Sorry.
Yo, they are not low down the table, but they are stinky. They are a very stinky team, dude. There's a lot of stinky teams.
What was that XG today, Peter? Do you know what their XG was today?
0.06, I think.
0.07.
7. So you're nearly there. 0.07.
Okay, but like so against us and Arsenal, it's like 0.15, which is
too low is expected goals.
Which is basically the chance that Neto hit off the post that Dubravka tipped onto the post yesterday.
So wait, so what was their XG before that Richarlison goal?
0.00, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
No, it had to be 0.01 to get it for just stepping on the pitch, don't they? Something like that.
No, you don't.
You get an XG for stepping on the pitch.
And that chance
expected to score.
That chance was only like
you get an XG for kickoff.
That chance was only rated that way because Raya was so high up off his line.
Yeah,
right,
so
it's not like it.
Raya wasn't drunk.
That
I mean, I don't blame Raya for that. Zubamendi's on crack for thinking he can take 4 lateral touches and be that slow. Like, you just have to know.
True. Hey, Jacob, it seems like you were right all along about Trailer Park Trash Tommy. But because of because of the Super Cup final, no, of course it's not his fault. But Spurs fans are going to blame Frank for everything. That Spurs squad is not good.
Yeah,
there's a reason they finished 17th.
You need to tell us Jacob. I think they're about average where they are, really.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, what do you expect? This team finished 17th last season.
Yeah. Were they in
it's not just that. They're 9th right now, but they're 2 points off of. They're 3 points off of 4th, while also being 3 points off of 14th.
Yeah, it's like
just kind of the state of the league. From
yeah,
4th
like
to 15th, you've got a gap of 6 points.
Everyone lost at Liverpool. They're on 18 points. Only 5 points off of us.
Yeah.
Like, any of the UK boys have a way to get some more affordable tickets? If you can hook up.
I got an affordable ticket for you. The initials are VPN. That's the ticket. And you know what? You don't even have to leave your house to go to the game. Do you know
I'm not allowed to reveal my sources, I'm afraid, boys. Sorry.
All right.
It's a VPN.
Nobody asked to go to games.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone can help you in life.
Yeah, someone at Sky gets in the tickets now. That's what it is. Someone at Sky gets in the tickets.
This league is so terrible that a team like Villa, who didn't win in their first 5 league games, is in 4th place.
Yep.
Shout out Villa, man.
Jesus.
Like, shout out to them.
But if Man United win, do they go 5th or 4th?
4th.
I think they go 4th.
I think they go 4th if they win by a high enough. Like
this
3
guy league stinks, bro.
Yeah, man. Keane and Dewsbury Hall, man.
If United win 3-0, they go 4th above Villa and goals scored.
This league stinks.
United.
Ahmed is not. I just want to confirm. I'm not a steward, but I know a lot of the Somali guys that are stewards there. Shout out to Amanda, man.
You didn't have to out your people like that, man.
Shout out to the sisters.
We know there's Somali stewards, but you didn't have to say that.
Shout out to the guys, man. You know,
we know that, bro. But you confirmed it. You didn't have to say that.
You absolutely.
We get it, Ahmed, bro. You went into a fancy private school. Of course, you're not a steward. We get it. Fine.
So before we talk about the clear,
this guy has Microsoft Paint on his work from home laptop while he drinks fucking vanilla lattes and thinks he's better than stewards at the ground, man. Big up.
No,
big up.
My cousin used to be a steward at Fulham.
Mr. Civil Engineer, big up, man.
No, my cousin used to be.
This guy plays some fucking 3D models on his fucking laptop.
Your cousin. He's not your cousin. He's your brother. You're just ashamed of him that you call him.
Yeah, man.
No. My brother.
How is Ahmed gonna make fun of the Abdis? What's happening?
No, my brother.
How is Ahmed gonna make fun of the Abdis?
I'm not true, firstly. Listen,
no way.
No, my brother actually used to work as what's it called? Used to work in retail.
Sure, bro.
Wait, is it your brother or your brother? The difference.
It's his
brother, mate. He's my brother. I had to give him blood before, so yes, he's my brother.
It's his
plot twist. Ahmed doesn't have a brother.
Bro.
It's his half.
That's 2 years ago.
I have one sibling in a prime. This is
brethren. Is he your brother or your brethren? Which one?
My brother, mate. Definitely my brother. Thank you.
Hang on. The important question is, but was he from another mother? I just want to know as well.
Wow. If he was from another mother. If he was from another mother, my dad would be alive. Sadly, I don't think my dad would be alive if he was one of them. I'll tell you that for sure.
You had to turn it that way, didn't you? We were just laughing, and you had to make it more.
I mean, what would that? But you would be. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not too.
What does your mom offing your dad in a fit of rage have to do with this conversation?
I'm just saying, I don't think the situation would occur. That's the point. That's the point I'm making.
This is peak, bro.
Bro, let's move on.
If you're enjoying the content, people, smash up the like, all right? Hype up the video. How about the channel?
Joke, and then Peter was like, all right, let's delve into the ruined joke.
Yeah, fuck this. This guy's not. You guys are not letting Ahmed outshine me. That's not happening.
Let's talk about Cole Palmer because obviously he's made some
I talk about
headlines.
whatever. I don't care.
He's made headlines because
This is the weekly show. We got nothing.
Hey,
to talk
is Cole Palmer your brother?
Oh no! brother, he's
Listen,
only a quarter.
he hangs around
He's
with a lot
only
of
a
Somali
quarter
guys, man.
IC3.
So
He's only a quarter.
You know what I mean? He hangs around with a lot of Somali guys in Manchester. Yeah, he hangs around with a lot of Malis in Manchester, man. If you need to know,
so
I'll ask my cousin in Manchester.
Yeah,
There
you
you
just
go.
got cousins in every city. I know how this works.
I know only two cities, London and Manchester.
Well, you don't.
And
But you
Bristol.
don't have brothers in every city, just cousins.
Well, I'm not religious anymore, so yes, that's the case. I don't have any brothers anywhere anymore.
Did you say Eddie Moore? Is that
Okay.
Cole Palmer has fractured his toe on his left foot. He
I
hit
wanna
the door in his house.
I hate tweets like this. I hate this.
It was really simple, stupid.
No. I hate this. Which toe? You have 5. We hope.
Oh,
Saying
that's
his
true.
toe singular.
Left big toe.
and not-
Left big toe.
and not
I don't
give.
think it was a big toe.
I
It was
don't
little
think
toe.
he'd only be out a week if he fractured his big toe.
It was his little toe.
I heard it was
nine.
little toe,
Like the
but I
little.
don't have any tweets that specify which toe. To be fair,
But like, if we know that he hit his toe on a fucking door, if we have intel to that point, why did nobody ask which of the 5 toes it was?
Also, if it's a little toe, I've fractured my little toe probably like millions of times in my life. And maybe
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's got to be a big
you know
toe,
what's
I'm
crazy,
guys.
Surfer? There are people on the Twitter timeline that don't believe this and literally said they tried to test the theory by hitting their
know
foot
what you're
on
talking
the
about.
table
So,
to see if it's true you can fracture your toe. It's so,
No, no, this is a
this guy knows
nasty
what I'm talking
Cole
about. He saw the
Palmer.
tweet.
This is a nasty
About-
Cole Palmer picture, by the way, guys. Yeah, this
Why
very
is it a
nasty.
nasty one?
All right, so Marshall didn't get it, but it's okay. We gotta keep it pushing.
Anyways, Enzo Maresca, Cole Palmer has fractured toe after an accident at home. He is probably not available for Burnley, Barcelona, and Arsenal. For sure. The toe it's fractured. Cole was just back from a groin injury, but now he has this small issue. Last time I saw him, it was yesterday morning, and he was without socks, without flip-flops, without nothing. I don't know how he is today. It was in the changing room. He wasn't limping. He seemed okay, but it's his small toe, so it can be painful.
Do you know when this first came out the other day? Do you know what one of the rumors I actually saw was that he got out of his car and forgot to put the handbrake on, and the car rolled over his foot. Someone said to him,
But yeah, I don't know
fracture.
why. I don't know why people are pretending like fracturing your toe is like some impossible shit to do.
yeah, exactly.
My mom fractured her middle toe on her left foot, hitting it against a coffee table like 3
Exactly.
weeks ago.
Have you tested that theory?
No, I saw it happen.
Oh, okay. I was just
I saw it happen,
for
like-
the sake of chat.
But no, yeah, people pretending like that's some shit
saw it in
that's
the field.
never happened before is like,
It baffles me too, Pete. To be honest, because like I can't tell you how many times when the lights are on, where I open the door and my actions move faster than my actions. So I open the door and the door's not completely open. I just run into it. Like it happens.
or like, oh my god, that lucky bastard fumbled out of bounds. No.
I had a fridge caviar land on my toe,
Is
actually.
this about Chelsea Football Club or that stuff that the weird Americans watch? Like, what's going on here, man?
You're ridiculous,
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I
watch
mean?
it too.
Can we focus
Anyways,
on the
You
footy,
trying to
please?
do the
Hey,
nationalist
focus-
gimmick as a proud Somali over Americans is hilarious, by the way.
Listen, man.
I'll let you get it
up.
up.
1-0.
I will let
USA. 1-0 USA.
I will let you get it up.
Black walk down.
But
Black walk down.
This is very funny.
1-0 USA.
This is very
Reska
funny.
said this, when you receive a message from a doctor's at 11 p.m., it's always bad news. I saw my mobile. It was a doctor, and he just said, Cole has had an accident at home. I was next to my wife. I said, oh, my God. My wife was saying, what happened? What's happened?
Well, yeah, because what the fuck?
Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and hit my head. It can happen in terms of the toe at home. They had a football boot specifically adapted for Cole to help the midfielder return from his freak injury setback as quickly as
This is
possible.
why I don't
according
think
to
it's
Matt
his.
Law.
This is why I never thought it was his big toe.
If it was his big toe, would have been
You're
been
not
pretty
just
bad.
thugging it out on a broken big toe after a week. Not in
No.
football.
No.
It's not happening.
That's really a big toe fracture is really hampering in terms of
That would be
injury.
a see you in 2026, pal.
Yeah, probably. Those take for. I've had it happen. It sucks. Chelsea are hopeful that with the
3
help of the
months on
special
FIFA
boot,
career mode.
Cole Palmer will be able to get on the grass next week and train with his teammates as he looks to return to a hectic schedule of fixtures. And just to put into perspective, this is how many games we've been without Cole this season. So quite a bit, which is fine
Just a
considering where we are in the
clarification:
table.
the red crosses count as missed games, right? Just for people in the
Yes.
chat. Just asking.
Yes.
Yes. So I guess I don't think there's much to comment about the incident. It happens. It sucks. In fact, I figured I'd take this as a chance to go into a preview for Barca because that's our next game. It's literally 2 days away, and it doesn't look like we're gonna have a Cole. So let's talk a bit on Barca. So, let me actually get this.
What
banner
the
up
flip
here.
is
Yeah.
this?
Is this AI?
This is
It
AI.
has to be
Yeah,
AI,
okay.
bro.
Yeah, Grok is on it, man. So just a
Oh
little.
my god, it's just Grok at the bottom left. Bottom
Yeah,
right.
it does, yeah.
Just to throw this into this, plans are formed for a large Cole Palmer ice sculpture to be set up outside the Stamford Bridge for the Champions League clash with his Topps football card inside of it.
Bullshit.
This is silly.
Bullshit.
But I
call
don't see it
bullshit
happening.
on this. I call bullshit on this. This is such a made up. This is such bullshit.
They have to do AI, man. Just like
Bullshit, man.
Surfer gets-
It didn't even look like him, you know. It didn't even look like him, you know. What
That's
makes it worse.
Grok, though. It's not gonna look like
Like
that.
the Iceman doing,
Oh, no.
like, holding, hugging himself, literally.
I don't mean. I mean just the story itself. Why are you fucking ice? What the fuck? What the shut up, man.
imagine the football just hits it
To
as
be
well.
fair, you
The
know,
football just
when
smashed
Eden
through it.
Hazard came to FIFA as a hero,
They
card,
did have
they
that.
did-
The
they did
Garden
have,
of
the
Eden.
Garden of Eden, yeah, they did have the
Yeah,
Garden
yeah.
of Eden.
I could see
So
something like
maybe.
that. We'll
And
see.
because obviously, like, you know, of card collecting being like
There's
such
no way a
big,
club makes an ice sculpture for a person who's not going to be playing in that game.
I think
obviously-
the
Yeah,
plans are
that would be
canceled.
weird.
That's why it got
It's to
cancelled,
make a
yeah.
nice sculpture of the toe that's fractured and put the Topps card in that.
Mm.
Now
Our
we're,
new-
Chris, I know you know.
now we're thinking.
So, in terms of the Barcelona game, Barcelona have
You know,
decided
cards, innit?
not to train at Stamford Bridge ahead of their game against Chelsea, as per RAC1. That's a news source. Real Madrid also decided not to train at Anfield 2 weeks ago due to fear of being spied on, I guess. According to Sport, Rashford exercised this morning with the group, and everything indicates that he will be available for Tuesday's match against Chelsea in London. Pedri did not train on Sunday, and his presence is totally ruled out. Frankie de Jong will return
Cowboys
to
are
the
going to
starting
win.
lineup. I wanted to point this out. So UEFA has revealed the name of the referee appointed to the high-profile encounter between Chelsea and Barcelona. Slovenian official Slavko Vincic. I don't know if that rings a bell to anyone.
He seems
But
to be one of
to-
those regular
Why the
ones all
fuck would
time.
Slavko Vincic ring a bell?
If you remember Club World Cup, that's what
No.
rings a bell.
You know, Mark, you're sounding a bit
This
like a
guy.
gal.
This guy. This is the guy that when it
Oh,
was
here we go, here
the
we go.
extended time, where do we get 6 minutes from during the Benfica thing? The whole ordeal?
Let it go,
That's
bro.
not him. You know that's not him, right? He does not. Do
That
the
is him.
time-
No,
Let
bro.
him do the time counting. They tell him how much time to add.
This
You
is
do
the
it like that, bro.
referee, though.
You're telling me you're beefing Slavko Vincic over a 4-1 dub versus Benfica?
No,
You
it
know,
was the
Mark
Gusto
generally-
handball. Thank you. It was the Gusto handball.
Bro,
Marshall,
it
he
was
didn't
Malo
even like a
Gusto.
gal.
I'm
Genuinely.
petty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm petty.
Marshall, I
Bro,
literally
we
had
watched
this
Malo Gusto
conversation.
kick a guy in the head against Brighton and get away with it. Like, let's not
That's
act like
fair,
he's
that's
above
fair.
doing stupid shit, okay? Like, it's okay. Get over
It
it.
wasn't a handball, all right? That is what it
All
is.
right,
That's
guys,
the
get
that's the
over it.
referee.
Look,
So
at
for
the end of the
Benfica
day,
game-
that lightning kept the Lavia no 90 minutes agenda alive, so I'm good with that. It's cool.
My God.
It's cool, man. He couldn't survive a lightning delay, got hooked, still no 90 minutes for you, buddy. In 26 months. Big up.
See, the ironic thing is, if he actually stayed like that and got struck by lightning in his thighs, he would have been healed from his injury. Right,
Oh.
Bro.
Okay.
Mm.
I would respect that more.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's what it is.
surfer. He would have been hooked before the 90 minutes with the lightning strike.
Yeah, bro. Lavia
Well, that's
was a
true.
95th minute sub either way, man. We've seen the play. We've
So-
all seen the play.
In terms of this game, Rashford's coming back, no Pedri. And they're not going to train at Stamford Bridge. I don't know where the hell they're going to train, if they're even going to
Who gives
train.
a fuck? Fuck
They're
that.
just going to show up to games.
Dortmund trained near King's Cross. It's like a little.
They play the same way every game.
Yeah, who cares? Fuck
There's
this.
nothing to spy on. It's a high line,
Yeah.
and they attack. That's what they do.
That's
There's
really
no
paranoid.
Hansi Flick is not a tactical genius.
Yeah,
You know what I
Hansi
mean?
Flick's not going to come
Won't
out
you change
with
it
some
about Pedri in the
tactical...
midfielder?
No.
No, Chris, they do the exact same shit, whether it's Lewandowski up top, Ferran Torres, whether Yamal plays or not, whoever's in midfield, whatever the center back pairing is, it doesn't matter. Hansi Flick is one of those people who's going to die on the principles that he wants to die on, which is fine, but he's just one of those guys.
So he's only got a plan A, mate. No plan B or C.
I mean, it's like Ange Slot.
Ange Slot.
Ange Slot. Oh,
No,
they might be
it's like,
together
yeah.
too intact.
Yeah, they're both have the same attitude.
Ahmed, I'll answer your question if he's not going to change. Remember the fixtures against Real Madrid last season for Barcelona, where they stomped them in every game.
Exactly.
Remember the game this season, the league, when Real Madrid set up a different way because of Xavi Alonso and stuff like that, and they lost because Hansi Flick has played the same effing way.
Exactly.
Who did they lose to? PSG at home, didn't they? Lost to PSG at home in the Champions League as well.
It was away.
Effing way. Played a high line, and PSG just exploited it.
I learn for life, baby.
That's what it is. They diss, and the only reason they don't diss Hansi Flick because he wins trophies. That's the only thing. Do you know what I mean? That's the.
Man. I lost respect for him after that Germany national team documentary for Qatar. He didn't come off looking good, bro. Some of those team speeches, crikey, mate. That was bad.
Really?
Yeah, they were bad. You should watch it on Amazon, actually, Brian.
Well, what was so bad about it? Was it lack of depth, lack of personality? If you had to summarize it.
You know what it felt like, bro? You know, like when you're in school and like the teacher's really trying to teach the class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No respect.
Bro, they had zero respect for him. They genuinely had no respect for him, man.
Wow, really?
Yeah, man. They did not respect him, bro.
What?
Disrespectful.
That's crazy considering where Hansi Flick was before that. Bayern and having done everything he did to come to the German side.
He literally won everything at Bayern. I think it was the season after he won literally everything at Bayern.
The COVID stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then to come into the German side and they don't even listen to you, that's kind of crazy. That's wild to me. I mean, in terms of the game, I'm pretty confident we're gonna win. I don't know if anyone has any different thoughts or opinions on that.
Wait, yeah, like what's up with our defense crumbles that night?
I wouldn't say confident.
You know, Marshall was very G'd up this season, man. He said we win everything. He said we win every game.
We're gonna win Champions League. We're gonna be Champions League. The league.
We're finishing second in the league. You know what I mean?
How about this?
We're second.
What is this conversation? What's happening?
Marshall's very confident.
I'm more confident in winning this game than I am the Arsenal game.
I mean, yeah.
I agree. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Team than Barcelona, and the way Arsenal plays is much harder to score goals against and beat over 90 minutes than like Barca. We could win like 4-1. We could also get smoked like 4-1, but like somebody's probably getting smoked.
Yeah, listen.
Like,
I think the confidence. I think the word confidence. Maybe I think that needs to be leveled down. But it's your opinion, so who cares? But not about your opinion. Just like you told
I was gonna say.
But listen. I think we, no matter what I said previously about this, they'll play the same way the high line. They're still a threat going forward, no matter who's playing. So I think we just have to. Just be very. I think we can exploit the height. It'd be fascinating who he picks. Maresca. Sure. There's a.
I think the team kind of picks itself.
No. But what I'm saying, because he's rotating every game. Like he's never picked a set like 11, and that's fine. I'm no problem with that. But I'm talking about especially the wingers. There's a fever pitch. There's a fever to start Esteban on Tuesday, right? There's a but I don't know. I think he'll go with like a Garnacho Neto thing. But then I go on these panels, and when we do a predictive lineup from Maresca, none of those predictions have ever come true. We haven't got a full 11 Like, right.
I think Anna actually got the final
I
word
feel
bang
like
on.
we can definitely say Garnacho is starting. Only because Gittins did start. Only because Gittins did start against Source.
I'll give my prediction. I just thought about it. We're gonna see Gusto and Reese playing. We're gonna see Gusto in midfield.
I agree.
I've thought about that. Reese in midfield.
We're gonna see Enzo in the 10, and we're gonna see João Pedro up front because what the lap just gave us was so insane. I don't think he's gonna throw it out there again on Tuesday.
I don't think so. No, let me ask you guys a question.
On the wings, I think we'll see Esteval and Neto.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to.
On to that.
I think he's going to deploy Delap against Arsenal for the physical.
I didn't watch the full game. I only watched the second half. So I went back and I saw the highlights.
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything.
From
the first half was the worst half.
Hold on. From what I saw from the highlights, I thought the lap was decent. But what did he do that was so bad?
It's what he didn't do. Which
it's the pass the end zone in the second half.
The decisions in transition when we had pretty obvious. It's not like people were asking him to like the passes that he didn't play were pretty obvious. Like I'm not mad that he didn't pull out a reverse pass to Gittins because like let's be honest, it's Liam Delap. It's not Cole Palmer. Like why the fuck? But it's like Neto's running right in front of you. Pass the ball.
Yeah.
When he was played through on the left-hand channel and broke the offside trap, and Enzo's about to be flooding into the box, and you have a 10-yard space to hit in front of Dubravka for an easy tap-in, play the ball first time. Like, these aren't hard things to do. There's no way he didn't see him. He just didn't have either the confidence to play it or just was like, I refuse, I'm going to score, which just I don't think it's just if there's somebody up front in a game against Barca where, let's be honest, there's going to be space. I want 100%. Instinctual players and I want confident players. I don't want players second guessing their weak foot in grown man football.
Prime, like, just to put it into perspective, Prime, if you saw the moment the lap actually passed the ball to Neto, there in that highlights. The moment the lap actually passes the ball to Neto crosses it, and Walker's forced to block the ball from Gittins, who is in a goal-scoring position. That was his highlight, and he could have had that earlier as well if he had passed instead of shot it in that first half. So he just wasn't impactful.
No,
but
because I saw a few of those things in the highlights, but I didn't know if there was more of that or not, because the second half was from the team was like good. Well, I didn't watch the first half, so I don't know. People crashing on the lap, I didn't get why.
No, he's not.
What you guys are explaining, that makes sense.
It's just the indecision in pretty decisive and pretty simple moments is like, I wouldn't expect that from a player. I can live with the lack of execution, but to just look at the pass and just be like, you know what? Nah. I'm like, I don't like that.
I wish RSM was here because I want to ask him about Barca, but maybe some of you guys know. In terms of Barca, is there any worry about what they could do centrally? Because as far as wing play goes, obviously Yamal, you got to worry about Rafinha, but I think we're okay with Reese and Cuckoo in that aspect. Lewandowski, when you isolate him, I know he doesn't do anything in the game, but I don't know how he plays in Barca. Like, can he be isolated out of a game? Not Pedri, but who's Fermin Lopez? Is he playing in that 10 position? Is he doing a lot?
Danny Olmo, I think, right now, since Pedri's out.
Do we have to worry about that 10 position? Because that's the only aspect of their attack that I'm worried about right now because of our defenders. But even then, Fofana should be playing. So
when Server was talking about we don't know what lineup we're putting out, I think more or less we know what Maresca is going to put out. My biggest question mark is the center backs. I hope he plays Fofana and Badiashile, but there's a part of me that thinks he'll put in Chalobah. And if he puts in Chalobah with no Badiashile, that means we won't have a left side. And I'm not worried about Yamal per se, because I think Kuku will be fine. But my thing is, look what Bayern did to us on their right side, where Elise played around Cucurella, and the left center back for us was it Chalobah?
Yeah.
My worry is if it's Chalobah, or actually it won't even be Tosin. Tosin won't touch Tosin won't even play or be in the squad. But if Chalobah's playing left center back, my worry is Lewandowski being on Chalobah and exploiting that weakness. So I just hope it's Badiashile and Fofana playing. And if they are, then I'm pretty confident.
The issue is with that. Badiashile's just returning from injury. I know he played 45 minutes.
I completely disagree with this comment.
Fofana's got minute management concerns.
With the comment on the screen.
We shouldn't be passing out this game. No, we should be hitting long balls over the top.
This is the game. This is the game to pass out if there ever was a game.
Yeah.
Can I give you an example, HA? Do you remember when we tried to do like this Bayern, for example, right? Or we tried to take those long balls into Del Pedro. 90% of them are basically have the ball back to him. If you're not gonna play, for example, Delap, right? There's no point of us even trying to even attempt that. Let alone even
even with Garnacho and Esteval, you don't think?
No, I don't think.
Assuming that's the wing pairing, right?
It's not even balls over the top. It's just hitting the balls on the low trajectory. You know, like a.
And also, again, you need to realize, Marshall, Stamford Bridge is not a big pitch, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Right. So
it's not like MetLife because that worked against PSG, right? But MetLife was a bigger.
If you've got like a pitch that's a bit more obviously longer in length and a bit more wider, you can of course exploit that with like full ease. Right, but with us, it's a bit more of a smaller pitch. It's much more better to have individual battles, or when you're facing these guys, maybe 1v1.
So, question for you: do you think the pitch favors Barca more than us?
No,
I think it favors both of us. No. We both play out the back. So
no,
what does that say?
For how Barcelona like to play with their current crop of midfielders, considering we have Caicedo in there, like. We're at an advantage physically in terms of winning duels. I don't think their fullbacks are like physical demons that are going to dominate our wingers.
Exactly.
I trust our fullbacks against their wingers.
100%.
No, like I think we should be slight favorites for this contest. Like you're not playing a name, you're playing a group of players, guys.
Yeah.
This isn't the Barca of Pep. We've watched them get destroyed. We watched Inter Milan destroy this high line over 2 legs.
Yeah, I saw PSG.
That's true.
Well, I saw PSG.
Yeah, like
and
I don't know.
Pep's
like,
Barcelona, we handled when we faced them multiple times.
Like that's a much more intimidating prospect. Like we're not dealing with the ball retention of that midfield. You're dealing with Danny Olmo and Frankie De Jong. Like,
listen, if it was away, I'd be a bit more apprehensive, but not when it's at Stamford Bridge. Like, I'll still respect them because they have to be respected in terms of their attacking prowess. But I don't think we should be like going there like in fear. You know, like I mean, I've been saying this. People are going to say, "Man, I fear going away to Burnley more than playing Barcelona or Arsenal this week."
Oh yeah, but Nina, she got cooked on Twitter for saying that, and I was like, guys, if you're a Chelsea fan, you understand why.
Yeah, exactly.
Chelsea fans were getting onto her for that. Like rivals, I understand.
It's the word fear that really. I think it's just the word fear and not listening that really amplified it. It was the point of that.
I mean,
I think it's not a fear of actually who we face. It's a fear of how we play when we face.
But I expect Enzo in this game to find the pockets in midfield, receive the ball, and play those balls in behind the defense. If we're going to be playing balls in behind the defense, it needs to come from Enzo or Caicedo in those pockets in midfield where people are checking in and wingers are running beyond them to like exploit that space. That space that Delap and Neto ran into where Tosin was just staring at them and refused to play the pass. You cannot refuse to play that pass on Tuesday. The ball has to go.
Bruh. Yeah, 100%.
I just think also it's like I would, you know, as much as I love he loves the wingers doing both sides of the ball, I would just have them like literally on the halfway line. You know what I mean? I would just literally have them there just waiting for the ball.
Esteban and Garnacho not even track back.
Well,
stick him on the halfway.
I don't think he's gonna whatever. But I'd have them there so it just keep whoever they like. I think it's Koundé and Balde.
Bro, I'm so looking forward to this game.
I think Balde's injured actually, you know, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is he injured?
Sorry, not Marshall. Sorry, I'm Safa. Yeah.
I don't know who then. I don't know who.
Balde's out.
Yeah, I think Balde's out, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna look up who played for them yesterday.
But Koundé's definitely gonna be right back, and he's not a right back. So
he could do a shift though.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not his preferred position.
They had
He's
that
not-
young
he's not-
kid Martin play for them.
Okay.
Yeah, food.
We ain't gonna play 3 midfielders though, brother. That's the problem. I mean, we will, but
Bro,
not in
Gusto's
like the
midfield, get
traditional
used to it.
sense. Yeah.
Bro,
Gusto,
and by
man.
the way, Santos, like, from again what everyone's saying, Santos had a man of the match game. That's
He
his
played like
first,
how Caicedo plays.
Yeah, and that's his first like top level performance. I don't think Maresca will just throw him into this.
He won't.
I
He'll be on the
agree.
bench. He'll be
Exactly.
will be in for
So,
he'll play on the
We
bench.
don't have
He'll be on the bench.
3 midfielders to play in this.
Exactly. He has to be on the bench as an option anyway,
Okay.
so he
We're,
can't. He
we're
can't
running.
start.
We're already running thin in the midfield.
Yeah, he can't
department.
start. He has to be
Exactly.
a bench option.
We need to.
Thank you, Lavia.
kinda-
You know what I mean?
Oh, also thank you, Aya, for that question.
Which
I
question?
mean, I don't think we're losing both games, right? But if you had to pick one to win,
Barca.
Barca or Arsenal, I'm picking Barca.
Barca.
Everyone keeps saying
Barca.
Arsenal, and I'm like, why?
No,
You
no,
know
no.
what?
Guys, top 8 in this Champions League means so much to me. You have no idea. That's 2 less games we have to play.
I'm torn because last week when
People,
we talked about this,
I get it. Like the prospect of an Arsenal league title is emotionally depressing.
It's not that. It's just we haven't beaten them in like 7 years.
Yeah.
If we had beat Karabag, I would be saying Arsenal.
You know,
by the
if we hadn't made if our goalkeeper hadn't cost us in the last 2 home games against Arsenal, I'd gladly
You
go
know,
the Barcelona, no problem. But because we were better than them in those 2 games,
Yeah.
and then we allowed them to get away with it. It's just, and also just to, I need to score like not just 1 goal. I need to score like 2 or 3 so we can dent this defensive record.
oh,
a bit
Surfer,
as well,
Surfer.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
Surfer,
if
I don't-
Tottenham can score,
Surfer, I don't have us beating Arsenal, but I do believe we will score.
if
goals against them.
Richarlison can
I think it's
score,
gonna be. I think it's
Surfer.
gonna be a draw. Like, okay, how about this, Surfer? We beat Barca, but we draw against Arsenal, like say 2-2 or 3-3.
I'd take that.
Would you take that?
Uh,
We've
but
done
they're
that.
at
We've done that
home.
already twice. The last 2 times.
If
at
you
home and away.
No.
do that right now, would I take that?
I don't know
Yeah.
if I would.
So
to be
we
honest.
dent
At
the record.
home?
We dent them getting our record, but it's a draw. But we beat.
Yes,
we like
I
we.
think I would.
I don't know
take
why I
that.
have to.
Barca, by the
It's
way.
like, why can't I have both? I want both.
I don't think we're not doing both.
Of course,
We're not doing
of
both.
course, we want both. Like, if you offered me that right now, and like no injuries, of course, I think I would take that.
Yeah, like realistically, Surfer, we're not getting
But
both.
the win versus Barca has to be like
Yeah,
3-1,
that was the last
4-1.
time. So we'll.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing
No,
both.
yeah, Peter, a proper battering against Barca.
Yeah.
That's it. 3-3
No,
Wait,
draw.
Omar, hold on. I just read this comment. I'm picking Arsenal. We need to give City a chance. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? If you're picking to
that
win
point-
Arsenal, give us a
At that
chance.
point- yeah. At that point, if that's the logic, we might as well.
Come on, bro.
We might as well just step up.
Nah.
Like, at that
Also,
point.
okay.
Like
also,
imagine being in
for-
first and
for
saying
this-
we're not in a title race. City are in a title race.
Listen,
Come on.
I
bro.
don't listen. I still don't think we're in a title race or anything, right? But
Yeah.
for fans who do believe, and for these players, this whole thing about like
Marshall.
you know these players don't like being disrespected and stuff, and people should respect them being of the level. This is a beating Barca and Arsenal back to back, so proving in the Champions League and proving in the league in terms of can we actually go and compete. 2 big tests for you guys. Go win both.
Can I make a funny joke? Yeah, it would be so Chelsea.
That'd be
yeah.
funny.
It would
It'll
be
be the
so
joke.
funny. Yeah, it would be so
Guys,
funny because
hold
this would be
hold on.
this would basically like
Hold
sum
on.
up Chelsea for us. Yeah, the last like few years. Yeah, if
Marshall,
we
get the cricket
actually like lost to Burnley, and then went on to beat Barca, and then we beat Arsenal, that would actually be really
Crickets.
sum us up for
Marshall
the last few years.
Marshall Crickets.
That's
Marshall
not even
Crickets.
crickets. That's just me
Marshall
being honest. That would be really funny, no?
There's no point.
No one laugh.
There's no.
No one laugh.
That's not
No,
about. That's, okay.
Yeah,
No,
the joke was kind of shit.
No
but
laugh.
It's okay.
No one laugh.
There's no point in talking hypothetical title in November when we're not even through December. There's like no
The
point
Yeah,
issue-
in
that's what
having
I'm
this
saying.
conversation.
December. Get through
The-
December first.
There's just
The
get
issue
to
with
the
that-
halfway point, and I can entertain a conversation maybe.
The issue with that last comment where he said the rivalry doesn't start to the knockout stage is that we have to get to the knockout stage first.
So-
you know what I mean?
Guys,
So it's like,
That's what I was
I
going to
don't-
say before to Pete. I remember looking at Pete on StreamYard and saying, no, I rather Arsenal because we still have games in the Champions League that we can, get back to the top
Nah,
8
bro.
and be okay.
We need top 8
But-
bad.
But considering whatever traveling we have to do for
It's
Champions
the
League.
being in the extra round. People think
Now I
round is
think about
nothing
it,
because PSG won it, won the competition from the playoff round. If you're in that playoff round, you don't have a single midweek off until the March international break.
bro. Even if we,
league is
that's
so much
crazy.
easier.
That's actually crazy when you say
Also,
that.
but by the way, haven't they
That's
changed
why
the rules?
I don't want.
Haven't they changed the rules this year? Where
No.
if
Yes.
the higher up you are in the Champions League in the knockout stages, you get to play the home game second.
Yes.
not
Maybe
changed
they
that.
have, but
Yeah,
that
they
for
have.
me, I was maybe I don't know. I haven't
think
looked into
I
that.
have.
I was just saying in general, like I don't want to be in that playoff round at all.
I saw
The way I look at it-
people were complaining about it last year because you had no advantage being high up.
That's true.
Because there's no
I
point
remember
being if you
that
finish
being a thing.
18th or you finish first, but there's no difference last year.
Wasn't it Arsenal fans that were complaining because they got that PSG?
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
remember
Or
Arsenal
something
fans
like
No,
that.
complaining about it.
Liverpool
Liverpool.
complained as
Was it
well.
Liverpool? My
because
apologies.
Liverpool won and they had to play PSG in the knockouts in round 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the way
Yeah.
that's the way the competition worked. They're just mad because they lost.
Mhm.
But
I know,
understand-
true, but like
I understand the concept of finishing as high up as possible to give yourselves an advantage. Like, I don't think you should be playing. You should have a choice of when you want your home leg in a knockout round. If we were all on a gigantic league table and I was above you,
But
like,
it's like
that should
now,
be my choice.
but as soon as they get rid of like the away goal thing, I think the home leg second thing doesn't really mean that much. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think for the purpose of having extra time, potentially, if you told me there
Maybe.
was no extra time at all, I would agree with
rather,
you.
But without the,
I'd rather have
end,
an extra 30 minutes in front of my own fans than someone else's fans, potentially.
maybe.
Yeah.
I just think like without the height and nervousness of a away goal, it's like
Mhm.
Who did PSG play in the quarterfinal last year?
Aston Villa.
Yeah,
That's right.
they
That
played all the
second
Prem
leg.
teams on the way up, pretty much.
Yeah,
right.
they only played Prem teams. until the
Liverpool,
final.
Villa, Arsenal,
Arsenal.
and
They,
I
um,
wonder which
so-
Prem team beat them. Crazy.
PSG won the competition with 2 second legs at home and 2 second legs away from home. Anyways,
Yes,
you do have
there was
to win the games eventually. I just don't want to be in an extra round of a comp when I don't have to.
Not only that, Pete, but like when I think about it more, even if we do lose to Arsenal, it's not like we don't have games to make up the ground.
Oh, whoa! I'm not condoning losing.
I'm not. I'm just
I'm
saying
not-
because the question
Oh.
is, would you guys rather win at Barca or win at Arsenal?
But I never said lose. I said
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
obviously, we don't want to
I-
lose.
No. I
Well,
know we're not.
Let me put it this way.
We're not losing.
A loss in either game is unacceptable.
Yeah, facts.
A loss in either game this week is unacceptable.
I don't
Facts.
disagree with that.
And I'm
I
not
disagree
going
with
into
that,
this.
actually.
I'm not going into this just saying, "Oh, just win one, and I won't care about the other one." I'll care about both when the time comes.
Plus they
A
have
loss in either one is a tragedy.
Bayern, I think, on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they
But
play
the
Sunday,
issue-
Wednesday, and they play next Sunday.
But the issue I keep hearing from them, some Arsenal fans, is, oh yeah, well we can rotate for the Bayern game. Mikel Arteta very rarely rotates at all when it comes,
Especially for this
when it
big
comes to
occasion.
it. So I think I don't know. It's just that I'm just a bit torn. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather win obviously both. I think everyone wants to win both.
But let me and HA, I'll put you into this as well.
If we beat Karabakh, I'd be putting all the eggs in the Arsenal basket right now.
You say Arsenal is a must-win, no excuse, but
That's
we
true.
kind of do have an excuse. We don't have Cole Palmer, who is like pivotal to our team.
No.
No.
Does it make it
No.
more forgivable if we don't beat them?
No.
No. The thing is,
No.
though, we no matter who played, and it's not as if Cole Palmer was sensational in either game against Arsenal. I know he
No,
scored
you're
a
right.
penalty in the first
Big
one.
game player.
We lost. Well, we lost because of two goalkeepers. The goalkeeper made mistakes in both games.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah.
lost.
If we're gonna ever be like actually good ever again, we need to get used to playing a bunch of these games against pretty good opposition.
Yep.
And let alone not, we need to start with not losing, but we do need to start winning these games. Like that is true.
Yes.
Like we beat Liverpool, that was good. I don't consider Spurs a top team. I also don't consider United a top team. I'm not being unfair here. Just in my brain watching them, like they're not what I consider top teams. We haven't played City.
Yeah.
We lost to Bayern. We need to win one of these games in the Champions League, I think.
Yeah, I think if we do win against Barca and we win well, not like a scrappy win or something like that, but we win.
Yeah,
well.
I'm talking like 3-1, 4-1.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
feel
thing.
like even like a comfortable 2-0. Do you know what I mean? Like something like that, very comfortable 2-0. The confidence going into the Arsenal game will be extremely high. Going into that because Barcelona are held in such high regard.
This is true.
So I think it goes like that. So to win the game against Barca, to build your hopes up of taking something from Arsenal, which will be a very hard game against Arsenal. So.
Yeah,
But yeah, for me to actually develop confidence, we need to not lose either of the next two. Win one of them. We have to win at least one of them.
Yeah.
And then after this week, they need to go to Leeds and they need to win.
I'm very happy for them to put in 2 performances against Leeds and Bournemouth, like away at Burnley. I'm very happy for them to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Points and come back home. It doesn't do any good. It doesn't do any good to create a maximum vibe by winning the next 2 and then going to Ellen Road and kickstarting their season and rolling over.
Exactly. It means nothing.
Then we're right back in the same position we're in now, where it's like, fuck, how do we actually feel about this team?
If we beat Arsenal and drop points to Leeds, the Arsenal win means nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. So it's important. It's only 2 days away, ladies and gents. So it's definitely
it's less than 2 days for me. And
a day and a half for you. It's a day for you, pretty much. Yeah. And it's a 3 p.m. kickoff for me, so that's what 8 p.m. for you guys. So
yeah,
it's
on
gonna
Amazon
be
Prime in the UK.
Are Arsenal playing that day?
They play Wednesday.
They play Wednesday.
So Bayern,
we play
Arsenal's,
opposite days. It's us, Spurs, and
City,
Liverpool.
So we kind of have the advantage because we'll have an extra day's rest, essentially.
Sure.
Going into Sunday.
I guess if you want to consider it that, but like I don't know. We played on. Did we play on the Saturday before Bayern, and they played on the Friday? Like it all evens out eventually.
Yeah,
and it's not like Arsenal really have to leave London or travel very far. Like they'll be okay.
Yeah, they play both games in London, so.
I really need Chelsea to step up and win this game because
I have no doubt our performances will step up. It's whether we can win them or not. That's the thing.
Yeah,
we have to.
I can't have this Arsenal stuff anymore. Like, shame on me for thinking. Listen, I didn't think Tottenham were actually going to beat them, but like, put up
why
more
was that
of a fight
Why
than
was
that.
that a point of discourse for 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I was like, Tottenham does whatever. It's like, well, they won't.
You know what shocks me and what disappoints me is the amount of fight they put up. The fight, it was pathetic. It was
but Marshall, it was a carbon copy of how they played us.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't think Spurs would be as bad as when they played us.
If João Pedro didn't have 2 inexplicable misses.
True.
Yeah, we should have batted them 4-0.
Do you know our game against Tottenham should have been the same thing?
Marshall, they only show up against City. Like we know this for sure. They're gonna show up against City.
That's why when Spurs fans got gassed about beating City,
every other team. They're gonna roll over for every other team.
I was so confused when they got gassed about beating City. You beat them with every manager, regardless of how good you are.
So Marshall, they haven't won there for 15 years, and they don't even get any draws or even score a lot of goals there to begin with.
They had
the last victory there was in
it's
2018 in the League Cup.
Wait, so do Spurs have a better record at the Bridge than they do at the Emirates?
No,
I don't think so.
No, they have one win in like
They got one.
Life.
They used to win.
And whereas at the Emirates, they got 2 wins in 3 seasons at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, when Arsenal were going through their fucking dark days.
No, because I'll tell you why, Prime. They've beaten Arsenal at the Emirates twice in 2 different competitions, and they've only beaten us once in one competition.
In the league.
Sure. Yeah, still
so there's one each. They won once there.
The Emirates has only been open for 20 years, right? And
2006.
Yeah, Arsenal's lost to Spurs once there or twice?
2010, 3-2.
Okay, yeah. Whereas at the Bridge, they've won once there in like almost 40.
2018 was that hair plug.
Yeah.
20 with that hair plug.
Yeah, that got me.
You then had the gall to sue us after we gave him a pay boost. No,
yep. And people defend that guy.
If we do win,
we would have had a
games,
36 year. We would have had like a 30-something year unbeaten run against Tottenham at home if it wasn't for him.
If we do win both these games, by the way, and obviously the caveats also beat Leeds afterwards. We'll just revert back to type afterwards, right?
Right.
But if we do win these next 2 games, I'm really hoping the tune of the Chelsea fan base actually starts to turn around.
I'm not gonna change until I'm not changing. I'm not changing until after the Christmas period.
What is Marshall? Turn around from what to what?
Turn around from the constant Maresca out. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
It's never gonna. But Marshall, that's never gonna go away.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
Like if
no,
I let me what are the betting odds? What's the over under? I opened my X right now, and Bobby Fairview is the first tweet I see. You said
Marshall,
something, the same thing 4 times. I don't know why.
No, that was because I had a little glitch on Twitter. There was something I
think
saw,
everyone's
right?
having a
It was
glitch on Twitter.
Maresca's first is it 100 prem? Not 100
Bro,
prem.
literally my second tweet, Bobby Fairview. This guy is ridiculous.
Was it like 50
That
prem?
guy is
games?
Marshall,
toxic.
why
That guy's
you
so
are
toxic.
speaking to him is beyond me.
I'm not
because
speaking to him.
this-
Why would I ever speak to him?
Even
Hold
listen
on,
to him.
Ahmed.
This guy decided to
I
beat
know.
me using
Ahmed.
Grok
We don't
AI.
need to
He's
air
not-
it out.
Ahmed, we don't. Ahmed, we don't.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that with you.
Ahmed,
Go
we
ahead,
don't care
Brian.
who. Ahmed, we don't care who it beats you. Pause. Marshall, did you see that thing on
Bro,
Twitter
That's
about
crazy, man.
Maresca's first? Is it like 50 prem games versus Tuchel's first 50 or something?
I did
see
not
that
see
tweet?
that.
Yeah, they're not
Was it
that
50
different. I
games or
think the
75
points
games?
difference is 2 points.
Yeah, and not
Or no,
even
might
the
be
win
4 points.
percentage. Even the win percentage is similar. And people in the replies were talking about, oh, but Maresca was in Conference League, even though it said Premier League games. Like
Yeah,
people
people
just
are
hate
not
this,
gonna.
man.
People are just gonna. They've made their mind up to not like him, no matter what happens. Like he
It's
could
just
cure
bizarre to
cancer.
me.
He could
Well, it's
win.
really bizarre to me.
He could win. I guarantee someone would say this. He could win a Premier League and Champions League Cup double, and I bet I'll find a tweet that will say, "Yeah, but he didn't win the FA Cup, so it's not a treble." Someone would say,
He could win. He could win the quad, but people would still criticize.
And I don't get why people have such strong reactions in either direction, because he's like the most emotionally neutral manager we've had.
He is. Yeah, he's very
But
Italian.
like when you watch some of the players
Is
in
he?
this team, I think so. Like, do you know anything about him? Like, what does he like to do? Like, is there
Nope.
any personality in any of this stuff? No.
No,
Like,
he's
I don't.
very
I feel
guarded.
like
Very
I
He's
feel like
pretty
he's been
straightforward
here.
and transparent.
Well,
He's
yeah,
been
but
here, what?
he has a personality though.
But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. This isn't like a criticism. I'm just saying he's such a neutral person. I don't know why people have invented like these like moral justifications for like hating him as our coach. Like I don't know where that comes from.
It's
Considering
because of
what
this
he's done
ownership.
with what he's had to work with, he's done fine.
Mhm.
I don't get the
It's
point.
because of this
saying
ownership,
that.
and people for some reason loved Pochettino.
Look,
Same
Well-
fans who love Frank twice.
But
I'll
the thing
defend
is,
Bad, man. W
I'll
Frank, W Frank.
the job Pochettino did here more than most people probably would. But he's gone, and the guy we got in to replace him is seemingly doing better. So I don't get like
Yeah, he's doing better.
I understand why people like Pochettino. He gave us like
no,
to
but
be
I don't
fair-
understand why people like him this much.
Yeah, that's I
No,
don't get. But to
no,
be
no.
fair to Poch, like
There should
our
not-
like well, hold on,
it's hard
Prime. To be fair to Poch, and just take note of specific wording I'm using. Under Pochettino, Chelsea was probably the most entertaining team in the Prem.
That's not
Okay.
That's not like a.
Marshall.
Sorry, when were you
Considering how
entertained?
Marshall, considering how
4-4, Man
tribal
City.
this fan base, Marshall.
Oh, great.
United 3-4, like
Marshall.
That wasn't
Marshall.
it. That was
even from a
crap
rival's
game.
perspective, losing to Middlesbrough was probably really entertaining. For
I don't know,
Marshall.
man.
Marshall, considering how tribal this fan base loves to be,
Yeah.
there is no reason, even just for agenda purposes, there's no reason why anyone should love Pochettino. I'm so sorry. There's
CFC.
no reason at all.
Literally Spurs.
Bro, Spurs fans
was-
didn't want. Bro, Spurs fans didn't back Poch when they first got him straight away. There were some Spurs fans who were just against him, just for the fact of he was at Chelsea and he won trophies with us. There's no from a agenda rival perspective. There's no reason to back him regardless. So the fact
So-
of
Yeah,
he
he
came
was shit.
here
I
and
hated
he
him.
was still shit,
People
there's
can-
still not a
people
reason to
can
like the
be-
guy, bro. I don't
You
care.
can be
There's no reason.
critical.
Turford knows I didn't like Pochettino even before he came to Chelsea.
You can,
I go
you
back.
can be critical of the ownership of the club and how they run the club. Like saying I don't like the general themes I see of recruitment and selections and just the negligence at certain positions is a completely valid critique that nobody would disagree with. And I can also acknowledge, like, them finding Maresca and it seemingly working out. To me, it's like Maresca is saving a lot of people's jobs from being under pressure instead of
That's actually
them
very true.
platforming him.
Extensions. That's what he got. Got them contract extensions.
Them platforming him in a way where we would obviously be successful. Like our backup striker at the end of last season was Tyreek George.
Yeah.
There was some massive nonsense that's been covered up by results. So for people to turn around and heat pressure on the guy who got the results, to me is crazy. I don't know.
That's why, to me, like, I give so much credit for making it at least into the top 4 in that situation where your backup is Tariq George. You know, like, now, I feel like now where we're at this point in the season, going into this long stretch of games, I feel like we're in a better position than we were last season because we got our injuries early this season. We're in second place. Now we got players coming back from injury.
We're also playing. I think we're genuinely playing better in terms of keeping more clean sheets and attacking wise. Like we're a better team. If anything, like what I think Maresca deserves the most credit for is raising the floor of what a Chelsea performance is compared to what a floor of what our Chelsea performance was under Pochettino. Like we were getting played off the park by Sheffield United, who are about to be in League One now, right? Like there was so much variance in what we did week to week. It just wasn't sustainable. And I like that a bad performance now is a 0-0 at halftime against Burnley or a 0-0 at halftime against Wolves.
Yep.
That's what everybody acknowledges is a pretty poor performance.
They're losing 4-2 at home to Wolves.
Yeah, we need to reduce the amount of work we need to do to turn a draw into a win. And over the course of the season, you'll just get more points that way.
Hence that performance at the weekend was
in about 18 months of with Maresca, we're 6 points. We're in second, 6 points off top. And if we win next week, then it's like, there's going to be more conversations of a title race again. Did you think that would happen after Pochettino in 18 months?
No. I figured this guy would be unemployed by now.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest.
Well, Prime, you're slightly.
I thought it was going to fall apart at the end of last season. I'm on record saying that. I said it on this channel.
We do remember this. I actually remember these.
And to be fair, when we were 1-0 down at Fulham, I thought it was going to fall apart.
Yeah. You
guys can victory lap if you want. You guys can victory lap if you want. We all remember how we felt before.
Bro, I was the only deluded one that believed.
Hey, no, I
maybe RSM.
No, but the thing is, right? Up until that Fulham game, most people were right to not believe. These guys had to show they were turning it around to actually believe, bro.
Yes.
Bro, it was bad. Bro, when we lost that Ipswich game, Chris will tell you, like, I had so much stress before that, and then when we lost that Ipswich game, and I had to face the music with Pete here, and Hamid, everyone, Scott roasting me, I was like, I might be done out here. I might be so done.
Did we not lose both games?
No, we drew.
When we lost the second one.
Yeah.
The second one, I was this close to giving up. I was this close.
This guy doesn't even remember the season. We drew at home. We lost 2-0.
But Prime, you are a bit wrong about your stat.
Because we drew the second.
Because it's not even in 18 months that we're second and 3 points behind Arsenal. We were second last year and also 3 points behind the league leaders last year at this point.
Oh yeah, true.
We were ahead of Arsenal.
Was it not 1 point off Liverpool?
No, I know. I'm saying, and that small of a gap. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
The difference is what you must not do. What he did last season
is drop.
Just come out and write off a title race.
What should he say now? Actually, to be fair,
he should literally just say, "We'll see how we go with
one game at a time."
You know what he should say?
He needs to flip it on Arsenal.
Hang on. What he should say is, "It's November. We're doing well. We're taking it one game at a time and move on like that." That's what he should do.
If I was him, I'd
you're
say,
proper Chelsea, huh? You're proper.
If I was him, I'd say, "Hey, we're in 4 competitions. We're going well in all 4 of them currently.
Yep.
That's the standard at this club.
Yep.
We're just trying to put results together. There's no reason to say we cannot do something or we definitely will do something. There's no reason to speak in finality.
I would just gaslight and flip on Arsenal and Arteta.
Oh my.
Hey,
I respect that. I respect that, but I think Maresca's too neutral of a guy to try something like that.
I know,
Yeah, I
and you know
agree.
what? You're right, Peter. Like, because if that was Jose, he'd flip it. He'd flip that and be like, "Oh, we're the
Also,
third
like,
force."
Also, if
still
Jose was
drinking
our
milk.
coach, these would not be our center backs.
Oh, by the way, the
Oh, yeah.
A lot of things would be different.
the end of
If Jose was our
Mourinho-
coach,
the,
the sporting directors wouldn't be alive.
the beginning of the end at Jose Mourinho at Benfica has already started. He's already called out.
Really? That was
It's
quick.
Already started. Yeah, it's already
That was
I
started.
respect
quick.
that. I respect that,
Yeah.
man. They're
No,
the
that's fine.
one
I respect Mourinho, man. Get
No,
his
no.
money, man. Get his
No,
money.
but I'm just saying he's not long for that job.
Yo,
So.
New York
Can I
City.
just say, by the way,
Yeah.
shout out to my boy, shout out to my boy Lampard.
Jose
man.
wants to manage
He's
Portugal.
definitely he's definitely about to get first in the championship. I'm very happy for Lampard.
Who?
But,
Oh,
Lampard,
Frank.
Yeah, man.
But,
You
I
say
can't- I can't lie
definitely.
to you.
You say
But-
definitely.
but I can't
Hold
lie
on.
to you.
He
Yes.
started off second season. Lamp started off well, and
I
then
can't
it really
lie to
fell
you.
off. So
Marshall's hating
don't say
without looking at
definitely.
the
No,
table.
Marshall
Yeah.
is running away with it.
Listen, I can't lie to you. though.
Marshall's hating
I
without
saw-
looking at the table.
I saw the
respect
video of him like clapping.
Yeah,
the
I know
fans
he's-
yesterday.
Is he still undefeated, Ahmed?
No, he lost only one game.
He's
He
only lost one
it.
game.
They've lost once.
Like
That's
he
not
like the thing with him is that I saw his
Guys are frauds,
clapping the
man.
fans yesterday on on the Coventry Twitter page. Can't lie to you, man. Super Bolden. He needs a little turkey check, man. That's what I have to say.
It doesn't matter anyway.
It's
They
mad.
get, if
It's
even
mad.
if they get,
Wait. Wait.
Years old?
Ahmed.
I'll let you cook him, Brian, because I know what
said
you're
he's
gonna do. I
balding?
know what you're gonna do.
You said it.
Yes.
Oh,
I can
I
see
didn't
he's
know you were
Bolden.
gonna
Am
do
I
that.
Bolden? Don't look like I'm Bolden to you?
Yo.
Oh, we
Whoa.
might some VAR.
Marshall, big screen.
Ooh.
No
Marshall, big
comment,
screen.
no comment, no comment.
Hold on. Wait, Ahmed, can I see that one more time, bro?
Yeah, you put my head. I put my head at this. What are you talking about? I naturally put my head at that. That's what I always do.
even
Yeah, do you really think I always do this? This is my natural
Yo, Ahmed, bro.
Or is it all curious about the state of the championship currently? We're 16 games in, and Coventry are 10 points ahead of third place. They're
Even
10
if you
points
get-
ahead of the playoff spots.
even when they get promoted, they're going straight back down the next season anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Mhm.
But yeah, to say are they gonna make it? I understand where that sentiment comes from, but the bigger issue is no one in the championship outside of Coventry, because Middlesbrough's manager, remember, just left to go to Wolves and hold this relegation. I don't know why he did that. I think he's an idiot, but he did it. So Middlesbrough are using the power of friendship in second place currently to maybe automatically promote.
You know
Yeah,
what's
that's
funny
when
about
W
Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
They just lost.
Gotta
They
think
just
outside the
lost
box.
Rob
Pete.
Edwards. They literally just lost Rob Edwards.
I
to Wolves.
literally
I don't know
just
why he
said
went there.
this. I don't know why you don't listen.
I actually was
I
not
don't know
listening.
how you don't listen.
No, my
You
headphones
just
on
did
me.
this.
Bro, he got
What the
those
sheep?
big ass
He
headphones.
said
that
his
don't work.
headphones on mute. Come on, bro.
Yeah, my StreamYard is a mute.
What is the point of having your headphones on mute?
Yo, you know what?
No,
This
my
me? Ahmed just,
StreamYard
hold
app
up.
is mute.
Ahmed just says stuff, has no idea what we're saying. He just interrupts to say something and then mutes his
Yeah,
headphones.
Ahmed, I
Ahmed
literally
does
just
do that. I ain't
said
gonna lie.
this.
You know what? You know what, Ahmed? You know what
He
you
didn't
are?
deny it.
No, you are. You're African Chris.
No, I
African
just literally
Chris
put you
is-
on mute. Temporarily tried to listen to something.
Why are
I was
you
going to
muting-
say that, but I don't
Why are you
know.
muting the stream?
You know what,
Yeah,
Surfer?
he
I
had
knew you were
listened
gonna
to
say that,
something
but
on
I
the
thought I'd
TV.
say it first.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't have to say
yeah,
but
Coventry are going to promote mainly because they're the one actually good team in that division. Which, good for them. Congrats.
They
Good
have to
job.
just
You-
sustain it.
Marshall,
That's
don't
it.
let us
That's
have
all I'm
funny.
saying.
You want to know something funny about Coventry, by the way? About
Bro, they're
their
gonna
stadium?
go up with 100 points.
So with Coventry and their stadium,
Ahmed,
yeah,
are you gonna
so,
say that Coventry are gonna go up 100 points? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, so with Coventry, a lot of their fans are complaining about the ticket prices. Actually, funny enough, in a certain section, so going up maybe. I think they've got like American ownership or something like that, like buying investment or something like that. And so, and they've increased the prices in certain parts of the stadium.
Didn't they just get a new stadium?
Yeah, and they've increased a certain section. Like there was like a price increase, right? And then a lot of their
Wow.
fans are complaining because of it.
Wow, Ahmed, pulse on the Coventry, man. That's good. Not good that the prices
Coventry
are
Nation
increasing, but-
rise. Coventry
You know
Nation.
what's funny?
Nation.
Listen,
It's
shout out to
getting-
Coventry
it's
Uni.
becoming-
If you know about Coventry,
Oh, hold on.
it is
There
what
you
it
They
is.
just announced plans for a new stadium. It's
Ah,
expected
okay.
to be completed in 2030. The projected capacity of 62K. So if they're in the Prem by then, they're going to have a larger capacity than us. Cool.
You know, there's a question I need to ask here. There's a real question that needs to be asked here. Yeah, it's all well and good. Yeah, Coventry building a stadium, all these other places building stadiums. Yeah, but who's going to these stadiums as well? Like in some of these places, I'm going to be honest. Coventry, yeah. Low-key, Coventry makes sense. Listen, low-key Coventry makes sense because Coventry Uni gets a lot of the Mandem Coventry Uni, so it makes sense. Like, you know what, you can get some of the Mandem into that stadium.
Ahmed, before you continue, question: why do you like Coventry Uni? Marshall, play the music.
What do you mean? Why do I not like Coventry?
Why do you like Coventry? Why do you like it?
Hold on.
I'm talking about Coventry Uni because I think it's a good
what is he
Great establishment?
It's a great establishment. That's it.
Why do you like Coventry Uni?
Go on.
Why do you like Coventry, Ahmed?
White women at Coventry Uni? Is that what you're
Yes. Why do you like?
I'm trying to talk about
Let's
my
talk about
universities. Chill out.
Ahmed, is it snowing there? Is it snowing there? Are you going there?
Yeah.
Is that what
No. I'm not that too. I'm not
Ahmed, you know why I'm saying this?
That's it.
Because you said 2 minutes earlier about Coventry.
Somali man going for vanilla lattes with the smell of Coventry.
I'm gonna say you don't go for the snow.
I'm in on the search for some good milk.
You don't go to Coventry for the snow. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying
Ahmed, have you met a Midlands MILF? Is that why you go there?
Midlands.
Hey man.
Hey, Ahmed, have you met?
Ahmed, are divorcees with 2 kids your thing?
Alliteration gets
Is that your bag?
Ahmed, have you met?
Everybody's got a bag. Everybody's got a lane.
Wait, Ahmed,
what you doing?
That's how Ahmed affords his lifestyle, bro. That's crazy.
Ahmed, do you like that Coventry place? That's all.
That's a UK inside joke. I don't even.
The Coventry Cougars.
But no, but
is that a new team?
Can we not ask this question here? Because like,
ask me. Why do you like Coventry?
No. In general,
nobody cares who's hypothetically filling up their new stadium.
Ahmed, I can't talk on that. B can't talk on that.
Okay. I'll answer.
No, Ahmed, the point was they're doing well and they're getting a new stadium soon. Nobody cares who's going to hypothetically go there.
Ahmed, you and your illegitimate children from Coventry can fill up that stadium. How about that?
Hey, man.
Ahmed, it'll be local. It'll be Coventry people, but it'll be like other fans of other clubs that will go there as well. We know sometimes that will just
the goal
go there.
is to be in the Premier League. The goal is to be in the Premier League, so people will want to go every week.
Yeah, it's like your Sacramento.
You don't build a 62K seater to just be cool to exist in the Championship forever. Clearly,
I mean.
The one thing, and the reason why I only say this, guys, is because I get Surfer's point and the development point. I agree with that too. But it's just that there's a lot of Midland clubs now, right, in that sort of area, right? You've got obviously, you got Aston Villa, you got Coventry. Coventry's coming up right now. You've got Wolves technically, who's win that.
Not for long.
Not for long, obviously, right?
Hey, Wolves going away party. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Rob Edwards is the biggest idiot I've ever seen, by the way.
I can't believe you did that, bro.
Ahmed, I would think
he's on drugs.
Ahmed, I would think though that if it's 62K, they'll definitely add just more than football stuff to it.
You have to wonder, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
you have to. I've
been to Brighton Stadium, by the way. Brighton Stadium is flipping sick, by the way. Even though I think it's like
nobody's talking about Brighton Stadium.
No, I was giving another example of a thing that's been recently. That was recently done.
But doesn't the Amex like have like wrestling events and stuff like that?
The point was not the stadiums as much as it was just Coventry are doing well and they're building a new stadium.
Why do you like Brighton? Ahmed, why do you like Brighton?
Why do I like Brighton? Brighton's got a lot of
Ahmed, what is there?
He's got
Ahmed,
great
what is
beaches.
there
Dun,
to
dun,
do?
dun, dun, dun.
No,
Ahmed,
wait,
you've never been to a
wait,
beach a day in your
wait.
life. Don't lie.
Ahmed, did you
I
say
you walk on the beach.
The last
What are you
beach you've
talking
been
about?
to was leaving Somalia for good, mate. Don't
No,
even.
I actually go
Don't
to.
even
Hold
talk.
that. Hold that.
No, that's not true.
Don't even talk.
Hold that. Hold
Don't even talk.
Ahmed, did
Damn.
you say they have
I mean, me personally, I'm not taking that.
Don't
Ahmed,
talk.
did you say
You
they
can't
have
do this
good
UK first gimmick with me.
Ahmed,
No,
did you say they-
I know what you are.
Hashtag
stop the
I actually
vote.
go to. Bro, I've
Hashtag
actually go to
stop
all
the
these
vote.
beaches for my
That's
work.
right.
I know
Nah,
exactly.
you killed me, bro.
Ahmed,
This is
Ahmed,
giving
did
me
you say
problems.
I gotta
Ahmed,
turn
did
off
you say
the
they
heat,
have
bro.
good
It's too high.
beaches or good bitches in Brighton? What did you say?
Sorry, mate.
They have good bitches in Brighton? You said.
Listen, you
Oh
know,
my
if
God.
you want to find out, Prime, you can go yourself, mate. I'm not
Bitches
No,
gonna
I'm
are
go
asking
into
you.
that
You're
training.
Allow
the
me to move
connoisseur.
on from
You're
this
the
connoisseur.
topic to the final
No
topic.
more
connoisseur.
insider training, man.
Hey,
Ahmed,
man,
you're the
listen,
comedy
come on,
connoisseur.
Marshall. This is
You're
what
the
you
comedy
wanted.
connoisseur.
Nah, man.
I wouldn't listen to
This
No, I
isn't even, this
appreciate
isn't even
it.
worse than what I
Listen.
said yesterday.
No, we've had worse.
had worse.
You're right.
We've
You're
had
right. We've
worse.
had
Wait, what
worse.
did you say
That's
yesterday?
hilarious, fam.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
said
Watch.
Shauna was
remember.
Belgian, and that's not true because I said he looks like one of the Lavia guys.
Oh yeah.
You said
Yeah.
you said who? You said
The
who?
guy from
like-
Burnley, the winger.
You say
No,
it.
no,
I
I
can't
said
say
he was
that.
Belgian. He's one of
You
the
said
Belgian
who's
Congolese
Belgian?
guys because he looks like it. But
Who's
I guess he's
Belgian?
from Chad or some shit. The winger from
A Burnley
the
player.
winger
Burnley
from
player.
Burnley.
Which
The
winger?
black winger from Burnley.
I don't know
That
which one it
Larson,
was.
Well, yeah,
He's,
he
so
does.
he's
It's
from
Burnley.
Chad, I guess. So my bad,
Yeah.
but you know. it
Respect
happens.
Chad, man. Respect Chad firstly. Respect the
Shut
homeland.
up, man.
Final
Respect the
thing
homeland,
I
that's all
wanted
I'm
to
saying.
bring up, right? Because
Why
we
didn't you see it?
Shut up. Respect Chad.
What?
Shut up.
Respect the homeland. We're respecting the homeland.
The
man. That's what we do.
homeland. You
You know what I
are
mean?
not from Chad.
Do you respect the
Listen.
homeland, brother?
Of course,
Yeah.
man.
Ahmed,
Like,
Hey,
Ahmed, all you do
this
is
brother talking like he respect the homeland, bro.
Respect the homeland.
We on our first back-to-back international games, man. I'm over the mean. Respect us, please.
Respect you for
Actually,
winning friendlies.
speaking-
Big up. man.
Actually, speaking of respecting the homeland, Ahmed, do you know that a guy who played in Baller League Season 1 a few months ago, he's now playing for your
Is he on
national
the
team?
Somali
Yeah,
league?
yeah,
Hold
he
that.
scored a goal,
Hold
bro.
that.
He scored a goal.
Hold that. Hold that. Hold that.
Man.
Your national team is a joke. You got people from Ballers
Ballers.
League starting in your
Team.
national
Can I
team.
tell you something?
Bruh.
for free, RSM?
No,
Can I tell
Hold
you
that,
something?
hold that,
Even
hold that.
Peru's
not that bad.
He's
No,
gonna
but
tell me
let me
there's a
tell you.
war going on.
Hey,
I give it up.
RSM,
since we're on the
Give it up,
topic,
man. Give it up.
That's not
Peru
bad.
are
RSM,
bad.
at the end of the day,
RSM.
bro, you're not winning that Copa America. You're
No,
not winning anything, bro. We've been
RSM, you're
scoring
laughing.
team. Hold
But
that.
you know why
Oh my
that's not
god,
bad?
I
bro.
mean-
He got Ballers
Hey,
League
man.
people
Oh,
in
RSM,
his
that's not
national
bad.
That's crazy.
Sometimes
No,
you
but
can
that's
hold your
not
hands
bad.
up and say,
Yo.
what an
Guys,
AFCON appearance for
That's
Somalia.
not no,
Big
but
up.
guys, that's not. I swear to you, that's not a bad thing. Somalia are finally getting the man down. That's a good thing.
Yes,
for them now.
we need that,
They're
man.
ballers.
We need it.
They're raw ballers.
We need, bro. Listen, big up to
You know
Prime,
how
man. He
many-
understands.
So how many? Do you know
Yeah,
how
it's
many ballers are?
AFCON
Somali
2030,
ballers are in England?
2034. Here comes
Prime, you need
Somalia.
to tell these guys, man. We are.
Here, I
We've got
swear, the
demons.
next 10
Yeah,
years,
but
they're winning a
Prime,
national.
hold up, Prime. You're Nigerian. There's a lot of ballers that are Nigerian and dual national.
We
Come
don't.
on now. This
Nigeria
guy's
don't
in
have-
ballers.
We don't have any ballers. We don't have any
That's
ballers, bro.
Yo, that's
have
a
any
cheeky
ballers.
dig by RSM, you know. That's
Yo,
a cheeky dig.
RSM,
Give me
RSM,
cheeky one there,
Nigeria.
RSM. Give me
RSM.
cheeky
Nigeria,
one
by the
there,
way.
bro.
Nigerian ballers is Saka and them. You play for England. now.
Nigeria,
That's
by
how-
the
That's
way.
what I'm
That-
saying. That's what I
that's-
said. All your ballers are dual
Time will
national.
come, though.
Yes,
Time
and
will
England
come,
have
though.
them, the colonizers.
That's
So,
what I'm
no.
saying. What does Ahmed have? What countries are gatekeeping the Somali ballers?
Hey,
Man, the
has
Swedish
them.
man,
Ahmed
the
has
Swedish
them.
man, I love
What do you mean, what country? It's more like Power League
Sweden.
and N5, bro.
Oh, like, man, Sweden's been doing
It's
that
Chad.
low key to us, man.
It's Chad. It's Chad.
There's a few
Just find-
Swedish Somali players, you know, like
Swedish Somali players. Name them.
RSM, here's what you do.
Taha Ali, man.
Go to the
Check
nearest
out
Power
Taha
League.
Ali.
Find the nearest guy that does 4 stepovers for no reason. 80% chance he's Somali or Moroccan, and you just take your chance.
Hey, Ahmed, you know what you need to do? Yeah, I know you're.
You know,
an
Ahmed.
engineer.
Ahmed. End of the day, you know what
Wait,
Somali
hold
gotta
on,
do,
hold
bro.
on,
Listen,
hold on,
hold
Arsen.
up. The African continent isn't new to maybe changing a little thing in the document here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, we got silvers, man.
Nah.
We got silvers, man. We got silvers. We got
Ali, you
silvers,
know what?
baby.
I don't need. You know what? I don't need to see the
You
guy's
just found a
birth
guy named
certificate.
Ali, And
No,
Is he real?
please.
No, he
Yeah,
is.
he plays
Of
for
course he
Bumble,
is.
bro.
His name's Ali. Of course he is.
Yeah, no, hold up. I believe he's Somali, brother. The forehead is enough DNA evidence. I'm good.
Ahmed,
That's a Somali man right there.
Ahmed, I swear to you,
Highest
right?
rated Peruvian.
Ahmed, I swear to you, right? I know you're like an engineer and stuff, but honestly, go get your badges and manage the national team. Don't go do that, bro.
Yo, if I'm ever manage the national team, I would fly to wherever they're playing and I have a sign that said Ahmed out in the stand.
Hey, Luis said Vinco is still a good.
I promise you I would. I promise you I would. I would spend my own money to hit on Ahmed across the world.
I casually see a match review on Somalia versus Chad.
Full time, Chad 4-1.
But don't worry, man. At least you'll be playing with like my style of play, man. Don't worry, man.
Your style of play. Hold on. You guys ready?
No,
listen, I'm ready. I'm ready for the Ahmed.
Bro,
the Ahmed hate watches for Somalia. Ahmed out. Hashtag Ahmed out. Boys, that's it. Ahmed out.
The British Nation ball.
Listen, man, my philosophy will be a legendary philosophy, man. I promise you that.
Hey, RSF, Ahmed
Peru doesn't have
fly
any
over.
players either.
Ahmed will fly over to Italy and try and convince
Marshall.
Marshall, why would a single Peruvian player be gold?
Our highest rated Peruvian is 74. It is Zambrano, man. God.
Hey, RSM, Ahmed would fly over.
Peru have been pretty bad post 2018. Like,
yeah, they have. Yeah, no,
they've been pretty bad.
Me and Ahmed in the same boat.
Ahmed, how
no pun intended.
It's all right. We're not far. We're not far away.
Ahmed, how do you
got guys in the we got guys in the USA third tier playing in the national
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, wait, listen. Ecuador has 6 goals. Hold that.
There you go.
What come America for Ecuador?
That's not okay. Okay, it's time. It's time to talk about how Ecuador, even though their country is like 10% black, the entire football team minus 2 guys is black. It's time.
W.
I don't know what they did.
W.
I don't know.
That's a W. That's a W right there, bro. That's a W.
I don't know what they did.
That's my. Those are my guys. Those are my guys. Those are my guys, man. Those are my guys, bro.
Look, RSM, did you say it's a people? Is that what you said?
He killed Ahmed, bro.
No.
Play the noise. Play the noise. That's a W not having black people, RSM.
Listen. Kendrick Paez is a proud black man.
Oh
Kendrick Paez and Hincapie are just DEI.
Piero Hincapie, bro. That's my African
team.
They're DEI. They're not real.
Hey, wait,
they're not real.
Wait, RSM, are you saying
once I found out,
I'm not saying that. I'm just
once I found out in the World Cup that the guy playing next to Caicedo in their 4-4-2, Jegson Mendes, was just Walmart brand Caicedo, and they just have like more of those. I'm like, oh, there's clearly something shady going on here. I don't know what it is, but it works for them.
It's a factory, bro. It's a factory.
Clearly, I don't know if they just put the
in the modern day we call them institutions, but yeah.
I don't know if they put the scouting network in the slums and just took all the niggas and said we're gonna be good now, but that seems to be what happened.
Listen. We basically what happened was pretty much we said, listen, we have some of the best, like physical players in the world. Let's teach them to actually play with the ball, and this is where we're at right now. So
fair play.
Hey,
he said, well, what would happen? Basically, we said what would happen if we gave him tech. And then we got Caicedo. Now I'm saying we got.
I'm gonna look up population demographic of Ecuador.
You don't need to do that.
Hilarious.
We don't need to.
I think it's hilarious. Like it's.
I don't know if we need to do that. I don't know if we need to do that.
The evasion is hilarious,
I don't know.
Bro.
I don't need to do that, bro.
Every Ecuadorian person I know
don't know if we need
in
to
my
do that.
entire life looks like RSM. But if you look at their team,
I ain't gonna lie. Pete's onto something. I ain't gonna lie. From my experience as well.
Is it my fault? Hold up. Is it Ecuador's fault?
I'm not saying it's your fault.
That the best genetics for playing football come from Africa. How's it my fault?
You know the dog meme with the husky, and he's got the hand like this. You know what I mean? I'll show you.
Show me.
Guys, according to their 2022 census, Afro-Ecuadorians are 4.8%.
That's a big 4.8%. That's big.
That is bro.
It's the whole team.
That's crazy.
The facts speak for themselves.
Listen, man.
I don't know what happened.
If you can put 2 and 2 together,
basically no. But unironically, this is pretty much what happened. Is Ecuador has like 3, what is it called? Like biomes. You have like the rainforest, you have the mountain, and then you have like the coastal countries, right?
Matters. That doesn't explain
no, because
how
this is why the majority of the country.
He's talking about the biome of Ecuador. None of this matters.
No, I know it does though, because the majority of the country live in the mountains, but all the ballers are born in the rainforest and on the beaches, and the people that live in the rainforest and the beaches
scouts
are
off
black.
the mountains and put them in the rainforest. I could have told you to do that.
You're talking about biomes. This shit is not Avatar, nigga. What are we doing?
It is.
Yeah.
It literally is. I'm telling you
You're not
right
reading
now.
Avatar.
The people from the
If you
coast
think about it,
and the people from the rainforest just play better ball than the people from the mountains. It's true.
Ecuador
They have
did the
better ball
exact
skills.
opposite of what Argentina did. If you think about it,
And
Argentina
listen,
not only do they not platform their black people, they systemically eliminate them. So now they don't exist. They don't even have black people.
see,
In
and look,
Ecuador-
and look at what Ecuador does. We're platforming 5% of our population and taking
the whole
and
team.
helping,
It's
and
very
they're
funny.
taking us to glory. They're taking us to glory. Why are we
very,
bad
it's,
for this?
it's a very. I'm not saying it's bad. This is a very funny.
Listen,
strategy.
man. When we win our first Copa America, we're gonna get the Disney movie, bro. I'm telling you right now.
RSM, it's a better strategy than what
Man,
Peru's
did you
doing
get
right
the
now,
cool
and
runnings,
Chile.
baby?
So, hey, if it works for you, bro,
we're gonna get the cool
Hey,
runnings, bro.
Hey,
Facts.
Marshall. Maybe you need to get your coaching badges and manage Peru.
I might need to. I
The
may
thing
need
is,
to.
the
take some
thing,
strategies
unfortunately
here.
for Peru, is Peru has maybe some of the best cuisine in the world, so everybody just becomes too fat. Like
That's also
unfortunately, that's
and
just
they like to drink.
Wait, Peru has the best what in the world?
Cuisine.
some of the best cuisine in the world. That's true. Like you can't
I
even
thought
argue.
you said
Look
a
it up.
different word.
Oh,
I wasn't listening. Yeah. I wasn't listening.
Marshall, I'm gonna send you a
said it
picture of the
different.
Ecuador team.
do we need to do this? Do we need to do this? Like I don't know why we're focusing on this one.
Hey man, we're catching you up. You were off street for a bit.
In a world
I just want to
where
remind you guys what
hold on,
4.8% of the domestic
Listen.
population
No,
looks
okay.
like in the national
Stop.
team.
But in a world
I just wanna
where black
remind you.
excellence is so often overlooked, why are we trying to put down these black men leading a
No
country?
one's trying to put down the black people.
Listen,
that
I
are
don't know why we need to
platform
talk.
them. No one's doing
I don't know why we're laughing. I don't know why this is,
I'm just saying. I just think it's funny. It's a very funny strategy to get good at a sport.
honestly,
in, like,
I
one
think
generation.
it's maybe inspiring. I think it's a lesson that other countries should
you're
take.
saying you're
you know?
trying to help
I
the
think-
brothers. Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
maybe Ecuador's pioneering,
funny,
a new version of what the
Look at
world
their
can look
team,
like.
bro.
It's what Peru should be doing, to be honest. We need to get some
what I'm
strategy
saying.
going because they got
That's what I'm
nothing
saying.
right now.
Listen. Listen. If the mestizos and the whites can't ball, somebody got to ball for our country.
It's
You
not,
know what I'm
it's not
saying?
if
Like,
they can't.
somebody got to
What?
hoop.
It's not
Someone
if
got
they
to hoop
can't.
for us.
It's they couldn't.
Hey,
so
Marshall,
we
man.
now.
So
Well, that's my point. If they can't hoop, we gotta.
Wait, what was the first word you said? RSM?
breeding
The what and
process
the what?
is-
If the mestizos
Start doing
and
that,
the
man.
whites can't hoop,
Wow.
No, exactly.
then this is where we're at, bro.
Wait, so you're
You
saying
might have
black-
to start following the UK model.
You got to find internal solutions.
Listen.
Mestizos are the people who are
Ecuador
shaded
is
kinda
basically
like
just doing the
Hincapié.
Ancelotti. Let the ballers ball. You know what I'm saying? Just let the ballers ball. That's it.
So, Marshall, I think I sent you a link to a picture. I think
Is
I
it
did.
on
Casually
Twitter?
FC account on Twitter, yeah.
Okay, let me look this. Okay, you did.
Anyways, I just won't. I listen. But the thing is, you guys are saying this. I
look
just
at
need you
this
to know
picture.
that
Look at this picture.
Ecuador, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna put it in the private chat, and
Put
just
it
so
on
you
the
know,
screen.
this is
Put it
what
on the screen.
this is what. Hold up, this is what Uruguayans and Argentinians call the Ecuadorian national team. Look in the private chat. This is what they call it. Just so they were clear. This is what they
Of
call it.
course. But that makes sense coming from those two countries. I get it.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what they call it.
Oh my god.
Prime, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Go on Twitter. Prime, go on Twitter.
I don't
Prime,
know
go
why
on
I'm
Twitter
wrong.
and type it in
That-
Argentina
I
account.
thought it'd be worse. That's
my
not. I don't want to shock.
goodness.
That would be worse. What they'd call you. So fair.
Batman over here, man.
Well, look, guys. Look at this starting 11, right? I just want to remind you.
To be honest, all I see is
77.8% of the country
just,
are
bro. It's Ecuador. It's Ecuador. Bro, it's
shaded
Ecuadorian
like
excellence.
Hincapié.
All I see is Ecuadorian excellence. To be honest, I'm gonna be that's all I see. You know what I'm saying?
It's a very funny population dynamic compared to what the football team is. It's very funny.
At least they
hold
Hold up. Just as a point
TM
of
is onto
interest, can we
something.
cut up? Just a point of interest, can we check Colombia's demographics breakdown and look at their national team? It's
That's
just out
cool.
of curiosity.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. I don't care.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. TM is actually cooking. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually very true. So you
No,
can put the same
100%.
argument. You're Ecuador's doing what Peru should be doing, pretty much.
No, guys, I'm not criticizing this. None of this was a critique. I'm just saying this is so hilarious.
No, we're just
coincidence.
applauding. We're applauding the way that Ecuador's platforming black.
Africa and South America, corruption. We love it, man. We love it.
Listen, this is what happens when
Yeah.
corruption, the corruption and corruption combine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
That's
what
when the corruption's not good, even if you're in it.
So in Colombia, 88% of their population's mestizo and white,
Okay.
and 7% is African.
So what we're at? Wait, what number was Ecuador at?
I think he's like 4.8.
Okay. So they got pretty much double hours. All right.
I guess.
They got double hours, but half the black people in their national. Listen, and that's why, and that's why they ain't been doing enough. It's that simple.
All right. The last topic I wanted to end today's show on.
They go backward.
We're way off it, but it's okay. It was good. It was,
Can
it
we,
was a great
can
discussion.
we go
I had a
back
good
to
laugh.
why Ahmed loves going to Coventry?
No, we don't need to do that. What we will go
Okay,
back to
Ahmed.
is
We don't actually
what
care.
Maresca's saying in quotes and reminding
Quick
you
enough.
it wasn't too long ago when our owner came out in quotes and said we're going to beat Real Madrid 3-0. So he came out and said some things that I wanted to bring up, and then we'll close out the show. Big up everyone who's
Peru
been
is
watching, by the way.
3.6% Afro-Peruvian and 60% mestizo.
Listen, if Ecuador did it with 4, what's the difference between 3.6? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Even if you could just
Also,
a few
I
more
think, by the
players.
way, also I think by numbers, their 3.6 is more than our 5.8 because their population is bigger.
Oh, you mean density wise and such?
Yep. Yeah, because you
Okay,
have a
fair
bigger
enough.
population number. So
Yeah. Smash up the like if you haven't done so already, guys. And if you're enjoying the content, by all means, smash up the likes. All right, just a few quotes to go over with Todd Boehly. Todd Boehly came out in a financial review and said the following: "We're in this for the long term. We want to build something sustainable and exciting for fans. Money is a tool, not a goal. We're investing in talent to compete at the highest level, but it's about smart risks, not reckless ones." Which, sure, I don't think anyone really blames you for that. But whether we believe you're in it for the money or not, well, that's yet to be seen. The Premier League is a battlefield. You either adapt and attack, or you get left behind. We're choosing to attack. Football isn't just a sport anymore. It's a global entertainment. We're building a brand that resonates worldwide, from Stamford Bridge to streaming screens everywhere. And then lastly, the reality is it's just about winning. Are you winning or are you not? In the end, there can only be one champion. And listen, all this sounds great and all. It's about execution. And in terms of the execution aspect of it, I think we're heading in the right direction. Whether it ends up being the right direction depends on the results. And I don't think I'm speaking out of line here. I think we all agree with this. So overall, I mean, they're quotes. He spoke. We don't really hear him speak. And I think what he said is pretty spot on. I don't think there's much to disagree with. It might be a lot of PR, just, make you happy just to hear this, but yeah. Any thoughts, guys, on this? I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward stuff.
I mean, this is what Marshall loves, isn't it? A nice little Boehly slap shot. So why didn't you take the buddy?
Christ, this guy, bro. Not slurp session. I'm just reading his quotes, man.
Is that what
Bro,
they
we
call
don't-
it in Coventry?
I'm just gonna be real. I
Yep.
don't care what he says, mate. I don't really care what he says anymore. Can we just
Thank you for being the first to comment and say you explicitly don't care. Thank you. That's really
I appreciate
valuable.
that. I appreciate that. I appreciate
That's
that.
really
I appreciate
valuable,
it, really.
and I'm glad the conversation.
I appreciate
got-
that.
because we could not have possibly moved forward, Ahmed, without hearing about how much you explicitly don't care about the topic being
Listen,
discussed.
man, I greatly appreciate your that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Do you
know
want to
I
go
was
back
that
to
valued.
talking about your Coventry
You know,
ways?
listen,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was valued this valued. I didn't know I was this valued. You know what I mean?
Heart and soul of this team.
You're the heart and soul of this team, bro.
Thanks,
Don't let
man.
anybody be
Thanks.
different. Big up.
He's the heart and soul of this team, hey. And Bruno's the heart and soul of Man United, and they were 15th last.
Yep. Okay, man. Everybody's got a.
Listen, I'm the heart and soul of this team, and wait a second.
you are not okay. But play the Maresca out clip right now, bro.
I got you, fam.
That's why he's not
Got it.
winning the league, innit?
No, wrong.
Don't forget that. Maresca out, man. There we go.
Oh my god.
Have you not seen
Hey,
that before, Pete?
You know that clip is going to be if Maresca wins a major with us, that's going to be legendary. That clip.
Oh, and listen, if Tuchel wins the World Cup, I got plenty of clips. Pretty much every outro of Casually FC to just compile
Marshall,
for you.
I promise you, yeah. If a soul
Wait,
exists,
you have clips of who?
yeah, I can promise on my own soul that he's not gonna win anything, bro. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he's not. But what clips do you
yeah.
have, Marshall?
You got it on an Ahmed promise.
Tuchel out. The Tuchel out clips.
Yeah,
That means-
Ahmed,
those.
don't
Yeah, man.
promise you won't win the World Cup because
Listen, Tuchel is a terrorist. We can't let that type of terrorism win. There's some terrorism I accept, but his particular brand of terrorism is unacceptable.
Wait,
there's some clip of Ahmed saying there's some terrorism I accept.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
yeah.
So clip of Ahmed saying there's some terrorism.
Arsem, I'm clicking that. Don't worry.
Here you go.
Yeah.
We got nice and
Also,
clear
by
for
the
you
way,
guys.
if when you clip it, you can crop out Ahmed, so it just says Ahmed underneath Boehly Speaks, saying there's some terrorism I accept.
Can't do that, man. Oh, please.
Oh,
No.
wait. Arsem, you're saying that I should clip the Boehly Speaks part, not Ahmed's face.
Yeah. Make sure the Boehly Speaks part is
I
there
can't lie,
when he
man.
says
I'm
there's some
financially
terrorism.
tied to this stuff now, so I
Oh,
can't.
hey,
Please.
actually,
Hey, like, I've got financial.
you know what?
I've got a financial bit of money based on this
Arsem,
now. I
you can
can't
do
do
that.
this.
Arsem,
Chill out,
I'll
fam. Chill
send
out,
you
fam.
the
Chill
A
out.
financial bit of money. What is that? £40?
Yo,
No, stocks actually. So I can't
Stocks.
do
Big
that.
up. What do you have? Like 2 shares in something?
No, it's actually
2
quite.
shares in Blue Code.
I'll tell you off.
Ahmed, I also
No,
have a
I
clip
actually
of
don't
you
care
saying-
about what you're invested in.
listen, Ahmed is a public. Ahmed is a public persona now. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to take care of his
No,
image.
True.
No, because
Which is why he told us to
Analysis,
like, go to the
man.
Midlands for
Yeah,
milk.
guys,
You know what I'm saying?
I think Ahmed does work for Blue Coat because there's a clip of you. I have a clip of you saying, Ahmed, when we get to 40 million, we'll pop the bottles.
When we get to what?
When we get to 40 million on the forum, we'll pop the bottles. Yeah. I have that clip of you. I'm not lying.
But like for in what context though? Like any time I don't understand.
I wouldn't mind
about
having
the-
that clip just so I can use it for the
selling our
subs.
players.
When we get to 40
About
million, we'll
selling our
pop the
players.
bottles.
For who though?
Brother, if you get to 40 million subs,
That'd be great. I
why
don't
would
think I
you
ever
not stop
will.
before that?
Yeah, I'd pop the bottles at $1 million.
It was
to
not
be
about
honest.
no, it wasn't about 40 million subs. It was 40 million
40 million
like
subs.
money
forget it,
transfer
dude.
fee.
Why are you working that
For
hard?
who though? For who? That's what I'm saying.
Hey Ahmed, do you think the contact cards? I'll use it however I much.
Yeah, let's be honest. When it comes to the Asian footballers, they don't exist they barely exist in Asia, let alone Peru. So
Hey man, shout out Japan, man. Shout out Blue Lock, man.
shout out Honda.
I
Shout
can't
out, shout out.
stand Ahmed, man. This whole conversation started with saying, I don't care about this. And now we're hearing
I'm
shout out
talking about
Japan.
Blue Lock. I'm talking
I
about Blue
can't
Lock.
stand him.
All right. We're going to wrap it up, ladies and gents. This has been a long show. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to the panel as always as well. Let's also take a moment to ask you guys to smash up the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps out the channel tremendously. We'll be back again Tuesday, yeah. You stream on Tuesday night? Yeah. We'll be here Tuesday after the match to react to it. Hopefully it's a win. And I think most of us are pretty happy with a win. I think actually all of us should be happy with a win. I'm multitasking, so
Yeah,
that's
so
why I'm waffling a bit. But yeah. But be sure to check out the links in the description for more content, all that fun stuff. Memberships, also a big part of the community, helps out tremendously with the channel, keeping the lights on, all that fun stuff. If you're a proper casual and higher tiered member, you get shout outs at the end of every show, and that's going to go out to Varna, JB's, Gabriel Mejia, Ish, Hater, Wakas, Stoff 5050, SDFC Benny, Johnny Bravo, Pels, EPL Turf, JC Dark, Landry Sadiq, A. Suleiman, EE, and Adrian. Big list. So big up to you guys for your support. And as always, guys, be sure to... We're not going to stream. We're not going to raid out because I don't think anyone's even on right now. Yeah, thank you for the support. Stay tuned. We'll be back here Tuesday to react to the game. And as always, have a wonderful night. Stay casual.
Tuchel out.
Peace.
Tuchel out. I'm with Tuchel out.
This guy.